We'll wait to get people in, and then we'll get Reggie and Wack in. Frank White too. Welcome back. Welcome back. Ray Cash, thanks for joining. World Order. Oh. Let more people come in for a couple minutes before we get going. All right. Okay. The red cat. Red cat? I don't know what you're talking about. Message. Let me. People from Dublin, Ireland in here today. What's your name? I kill you too. Thanks for joining. What? Okay. We know that you guys don't like Wack that much over here, so Reggie's gonna ask him some tough questions. Let's see. Anything for clicks. You can troll, but if you just start saying lies, then that's not going to be good. Nico, appreciate you saying that. Thanks for joining the live chat as well. Let's see. This is just frozen, so I'm gonna. Don't lie on any active shucks. Don't lie on anyone. Might want to go back to grammar school. That makes no sense. Let's see. The look on Reggie's face when Wack walked in on him during the Vlad interview was priceless. Oh yeah, they are both on a segment together right now over on Vlad's channel. For people that haven't seen that yet, I think it went live today. Okay. Jersey representative, thanks for joining. Okay, there's Reggie.
All right. What's going on, Bone First? How y'all doing?
Can you see the chat board, Reggie?
Can
you see the chat?
Yeah, I can see the chat. Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Whatever with y'all. Hope all's well. Happy Sunday. Up here checking out my Lakers and look like Connecticut going to beat South Carolina. Hate to see that, but oh well. Oh man. Got that troll active Chucks in the house, huh? Okay. Well, Wack gonna be a minute, y'all. We're gonna hit Wack with some questions, y'all. If y'all got some, I got a list from a couple of YouTubers. Even that troll active Chuck gave me some that we're gonna ask. We're gonna ask Wack, so we can clear up, let's clear up some things, because we're gonna come at him a little hard. Some questions that I'm probably the only one that can get out of him. And so we're gonna see how he answers them. He's on the phone right now with Luce Cannon's attorney. I guess Luce done got in trouble. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it or not, but Luce is already in the hole over there. So we'll see. We'll see if he'll be able to talk about that. But yeah, we'll see how it's going. So we'll get a few people in here, and we'll show Scandalous of Los Angeles TV and do films how you get subscribers and how you get people to listen other than 150 of their friends sitting up there talking bullshit. We'll show them how to conduct an interview and how you have people to come on and listen to your channel. And so, yep. So let me shout out a few of my people, and then I don't mind trolls calling me Reggie the Rat and all of that, because I ain't never rat on nobody but your mama and how she has that bad smell. But other than that, that's about the only thing I ever ratted on, because I do like to call out women that don't like to, use vinegar and water or douches. And so that's probably the only thing that y'all can ever say I ever did a rat on. Y'all should know y'all can't troll me. I don't even know why people even try. But anyway, you know what, John? I sent you a picture of Gene Deal and his wife.
Yeah.
I need you to post up. I need to apologize to him. Because I see I got him in his feelings. Because y'all know, I talk shit. So he brought up a picture that probably about 30 years old that he posted. And I gotta remember, man. I gotta remember wives and kids are off limits. I just like to talk shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and apologize to Gene. Post up his picture. I always said his wife was 250. And so he got in his feelings and sent me a picture of his wife and posted it on Facebook, talking about, this is how my wife looked. Well, all I'll say is, Miss Deal, I apologize. But I bet you won't send me a 2025 picture. But this is what he posted and sent me. So I want to apologize to him, because she wasn't a bad looking woman back then. She wasn't. But in the 90s, this is how our women looked in the 90s. Hold on. Let me show you a picture of my wife in the 90s. Let's see.
Reggie Mayor Pro comes back. I will post whatever picture he sends me, but when you're on your phone and you bounce app to app, it can boot you out of this live stream thing. So post a picture of Michelle Obama. People really think everything is a conspiracy nowadays. Everything. Media screen. Okay, so since Reggie's not here to narrate it, this is how his wife looked in the 90s, from what I can gather from what he was saying before he cut out.
All I'm saying is to show you if you talk about people wives and all of that, you should be able to show pictures of your wives and stuff in the '90s. Uh, as y'all can see by that truck, that was something in the '90s. That was a LX 470 that Reggie had his girl riding around in the '90s. But that's my girl and his mama. So, but anyway, shout out to Gene. He got a little offensive that I said his girl was 250. So that's my best way I can of trying to apologize. Shamrock, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that super chat. Any of y'all have a questions for our boy Wack when he finally joins on? Y'all be able that truck that Buntry died in. Now he was in a Denali that he got shot in. That was a Lexus 470. He was killed. He was shot in a Denali. Actually, Urselli, the guy that used to bend you over. Ah, he actually started when he got arrested when he went in there with you. Is I don't know if you're trying to be funny. Maybe you wasn't trying to be funny. But I'll leave it alone. Yeah, that's an inside joke between me and Active Chucks. Active Chucks is a guy named Deuce Sims that trolls me every day. Him and his boyfriend, LA Scandalous, they have a YouTube channel where they always posting stuff of me daily. They about as bad as Choke No Joke, aka Snitch No Joke, and Gap Tooth and Mr. Uncle Fester. They about as bad as them with trolling Reggie Wright. But it's all good. It's all
Don't they
good.
call you trying to be nice? Like they make negative videos about you all day, but then they call
Well,
you.
well, we cool. I mean, I do the same thing. I talk shit about him. I'm talking shit about him now.
That's
And
true.
but I called him. He actually gave me a few questions to ask Wack. And so when
Okay.
Wack come,
Nice.
yeah. Choke's really a rat. Oh yeah, he's definitely a rat. So I ain't got no problem with that. LA Scandalous, he's just probably some nigga that never even don't even live in LA nowhere that like to talk shit, but it's all good.
Hmm.
Uh I am fat, but when I was skinny, everybody was talking shit about me. I hate being fat, but yeah, I know my mobility ain't that good, so I have been picking up weight, but as y'all see, I'll be able to lose the weight as soon as I get going because my therapy is doing real good for me. But I like I always say, shit, I lay next to four motherfuckers that died, and they tried to get my wife to take me off the ventilator. But yeah, Gap Tooth be on it. Gap Tooth don't have a clue. They all gonna be eating their words. Gap Tooth done changed up. Gap Tooth, Gap Tooth is now blaming everything on who I told you, John. Looked at his video.
I think
He's
KVD,
blaming.
right?
Yeah, he blaming everything on KPD now. He just got y'all food for views. He don't even. At least I can snick. At least I can deal with Snitch No Joke because he stay consistent. Gap to one week you look up at his video, he's talking about Reggie Wright. The next week he talking about KPD. At least be consistent. Even Chuck No, even Active Chucks and them, they stay consistent on the shit they talk about. So you gotta respect them for that. Uh so Wax should be coming on hopefully in about 5 more minutes. He swears he's trying to help help out his boy Luce, so that is more important. And so we'll go ahead and John read some of these super chats.
Yeah.
Y'all
So
got
we
any
got one super
questions?
chat
Okay.
that says, Reggie, do you notice that the Gap Tooth pronounces your name Reggie Wright Jr.? Laugh my ass off. Keep your foot on his neck, fam. You're funny. And then we got another super chat.
Respect, Zach.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, just said your dad said that G was cool with two brothers who were sons of a sheriff. Who is he talking about?
Two brothers. Well, he's talking about a guy named Sergeant Williams, but he wasn't a sheriff. He was talking about this guy named Sergeant Willard Williams. They all lived on the same street in Compton, and they were real close. I can't think of Willard Williams' son's name, but they were real known in the Ludus Park, Paru area, and they were cool dudes as well. Can't think of their names. Can't think of their names right now. But they were cool. They all lived on the same street together. That's the thing about Compton. We all kind of grew up with each other, and when you're growing up with kids, you be in each other's house and stuff like that. And so, even just because y'all think just because you're a cop and all of that, you don't have relationships in the community and all of that. Compton cops were different. They had relationships. They were not scared of their people. They didn't go and live out in Orange County and all of that like most of the LAPD cops and all of this stuff. How they go and live in another community. We stayed right there. Both of my grandparents lived in Compton the whole time I was a cop. So, yeah. Say Wack is trying to kiss up to his boyfriend, Luce, so he don't rat on him out. Yeah, well, apparently they only have Luce, it appears, on one incident, and that's just the robbery thing. So, who knows? And everybody else was mentioned on the phone taps. I didn't hear Luce on no phone taps or anything. But it's your boyfriend, Big Hugh, that got the problem. What up, Ed Potts? Respect, man. I'm glad some of our people from the UK got a chance to come online and check it out. Y'all tell me, any of my Laker fans, my sports people, y'all tell me if the Lakers start giving this game up. They were up by 18, so I hope they stay up there. All right, Almighty Trey. What up, Almighty Trey? I guess people always say you, me, because you do be knowing shit, but as y'all can see, I ain't typing nothing right now. Y'all can see my hands, right? Tell me where you see Frank in this footage. Oh, maybe you responded to somebody else. Okay.
We got a super chat, Reggie, that says, "What's up, Reggie? Where's the homie Big Slice been?"
Big Slice. I talked to him about Wednesday of last week. He said he coming up with a good story for us. But he's just been working hard, and he's going to be he'll be coming on. Maybe I'll get him for next Sunday when we tape. We didn't tape this week, y'all. Let me give y'all heads up. We're going to do a lot of live streams this week. Me and John going to work hard with doing live streams this week. We're going to bring a lot of people on, and so y'all can ask questions. I know y'all getting tired of seeing Reggie Wright, so we just try to switch it up and do some live streams this week. Yeah. But we do have some videos in the hole at 9 o'clock that we're going to be dropping as well. But mainly, we're going to do a lot of live streams. Don't forget, y'all, to go pick up Confessions of a Boss Label. Any of you guys that want to be in the music business, learn something, y'all know a friend or know somebody that's trying to do music and doing music book, I suggest you pick up this book. It'll help you with a few things. Suge Leftovers have a Sunday reunion. Suge's Leftovers have a. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm sure you're trying to be funny.
No longer working for Suge. We do have a super chat though, Reggie, that said, "Could Blondie, R.I.P., have become a Pyru or a CC rider?"
He was a white boy. But Blondie was a cool white boy, but he was a white boy. Don't get it twisted. He was a white boy. But he was cool. But he wasn't trying to be no gangbanger or nothing like that. I mean, he didn't grow up in that. He didn't grow up in our neighborhood. The only reason we get affiliated with that Pyru, Blood, Crip stuff is just because our parents chose to pay rent in that area. When y'all learn anything about the gang members and gangbangers, all that comes from is generally where, as a kid between the age of 10 and 16, is generally where your parents was paying rent at, or their home mortgage, and that's why they started claiming those areas. Okay. I don't see Frank Alexander like Del Rey was saying. Yeah, I don't listen to Del Rey. I don't know why y'all go over there and listen to Del Rey, but y'all like to do that, so I can't tell y'all not to, because he just shows bits and pieces. But the answer in him was choke no joke questions. I can honestly tell y'all I don't even go over there and watch their videos. The only time I watch their videos is somebody sent something to me saying that he said something crazy. But just to be subscribed or to click to his videos, I can tell you I haven't watched one of his videos in probably at least 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah. Black Sector Mafia. What paperwork? Okay. Uh, John, when you get a chance, because I don't want to lose and go off the chat, but when you get a chance, just text Wack and ask him how long he's looking,
Okay.
just so we can update the people that just here for Wack.
Okay.
Adam knows how that does trill. Y'all remember I told Adam? Y'all don't remember me telling y'all Adam about a year ago that his spot about to be hot and that he need a rail shit back in. Y'all don't remember me telling Adam that? Look at all the people that has came and gone through Adam in the last year. It's been a lot of people that y'all ever really go and count down, but I like what Adam doing. I think that bankruptcy thing or going broke stuff is just a ploy to get y'all to sign up for the membership because he's seeing with Vlad and them doing that. But yeah. But yeah. I know who I kind of like though. I like his energy. I like that dude 4 Extra over there. There's something about 4 Extra. I don't know anything about him. But I like his energy. I think he's good in podcasting. I think he'll do good. It's audio dropping on Vlad. Is that I don't know. Don't know. I hope not. But I don't know. He didn't drop it in the full version. But if he elects to, I gave him permission to. Mr. Knight has been very disrespectful, in my opinion, lately. He let the scandalous TV and activists. He was so mad at me. I guess at one time where he called me pork butt on their show. So once he said that, y'all know it's all gloves off with me once you disrespect me. But I can forgive you, but I'm gonna get you back. You're not gonna get a freebie on Reggie. You're gonna get done back. But even if that audio does drop, I am not saying that audio is true. That's just a nigga talking shit. So please understand that. You're not trying to co-sign that. Oh, you want to see my wife in 2025? I'll show a picture of my wife and myself from 2025. Because I ain't got no... My wife's still a dime piece, Miss MR. And most of the people that's on here is on my Facebook page. And I post my wife and my family. I am not ashamed of my family. But once I go off this page again, I'll go to it. Or if John get a chance and he can see a picture, he can post it. He can just go on her Facebook page and post it.
Okay.
But John, we have got a couple of super chats too that I want you to get.
Here's one that says, who was the guy that pulled up on you and Bob Gotti at the Compton swap meet?
It was shit. What was that nigga named? Fire? Was it? It was a dude from Luders Park. What's that nigga name? He was one of G henchmen's. Oh, one fire. Oh man. I'll text Bobby in a minute and get his name. I forgot his name. I can't think of his name right now. Oh, what was his name? I know it as good as day. I just can't think of it right now. But he was a dude from Luders that was running around. He the one that I also talked about that chased Timmy Rue all through the hood one day, shooting at Timmy. What's that nigga name? Something with S. Damn. Bob Gotti, if you on here, post the name, and Bobby, if you listening, and I know my nigga Gotti be talking. The nigga that when we walked out of the swap booth and you told, and I asked you, who's that nigga? You said a nigga that want to die, a nigga that's about to die. My nigga Bobby Gotti said, nigga that's about to die. What was that nigga name? Scar. What? No, one Scar. Damn, can't think of that nigga name. I think I'll get it before we get off. I'll have Bobby tell me.
Okay.
2 cops going live. I didn't see your mom and daddy on here, but okay, if that's what you think. I used to be a cop. I still get paid very well by the city of Compton, state of California, PERS department, and get great health insurance for being a cop in the state of California. So I love that my time as a cop takes care of me, my family very well. And when I die, then my wife will get 80% of that salary until she dies. So I love my time as a cop. So calling me a cop, you'll never be able to offend me with that word, bro. Now, Wack, that might be a different subject. But Reggie Wright Jr., shit, love those days.
Dan, a super
Ah,
chat, Reggie, that said the Lakers are winning and Bombers is live. What's a good Sunday? Ask Wack how he came up or what the story is with how he got his name Wack 100. So we'll have to ask him when he joins.
okay, we'll remember that, Danny. Uh, did he respond to you, or did you get a chance to text him?
I did text him. I haven't gotten a response though.
All right. All right. Where is Top Dog? Top Dog is out in Mississippi, I believe. Either Mississippi or somewhere close to where Mississippi is. YGD, Young Derek, I think is the name he's back under. Derek Wade. If you go on Facebook, I know he's on Facebook. His true name is Derek Wade. You should be able to hit him up on IG or I talk to his dad, Sam Green, all the time on Facebook. His dad is a real cool dude. Be trying to get me to come out to his house all the time out there in Mississippi. Ready to be proud to be a farmer. I am, bro. Right, I am. Yeah, very proud. Reggie a felon. Wax the feds. There's a difference. Yeah, I have been convicted of a felon for selling weed. Yeah. Hadn't been a cop when that happened though for 20 years? How long? I retired. I was officially retired in 1996, but I actually hadn't been in a patrol car since April '95. I got in trouble in 2016. So is that 20 years? Is that 20 years? Let's see. Yeah, it's 20 years. So when I got in trouble, but I'll be honest, I was selling weed before 2016, before I got in trouble. I was selling weed and started about 2012. So 16 years before I did anything that I would consider illegal. All right. I'm too transparent for you guys, y'all. Y'all cannot tap y'all boy. Y'all boy will tell y'all. I will tell y'all what I did or didn't do. There's nothing out here that y'all can say that I did or didn't do. You know, the groupie, I did see something on the groupie. I did see something on the groupie page. The groupie put out there for just you that listen that I was cooperating or something like that with the studio after Tupac, 3 days after Tupac got shot, and I met with LAPD. Well, at the studio at Canal. Well, groupie, either you forced us to document paperwork, or LAPD cops is lying, because 3 days after Tupac died and 3 days before Tupac got shot, everybody knew I was still in Vegas. Hadn't left Vegas to go to Can-Am Studio and meet with some LAPD cops and say, "Oh, she'll hire Bloods as security." Well, yeah, he had Bloods that did homie security, but wherever that paperwork you got that you posting up there 3 days before, I mean, while Tupac was in the hospital, or 3 days after, everybody knew I was still in Vegas. And so, stop it. Stop reaching, bro. Stop it. Why they say you're a cop? Because I was a cop from 1985 until January 1996 is when I officially was retired.
Reggie, we
Are
got
they?
we got a super chat asking, why was G looking for Timmy? Referring to that story you were talking about a few minutes ago.
Oh, well, that was just because he had spoke on his name. Okay, give me a few minutes. All right, Wack just text me. Give me a few minutes. He's wrapping it up. So those of y'all here for Wack, damn, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to go to the questions. Damn, John, I don't have to go to them and send them to you. and then let you do. Oh, I wonder. Y'all can hear me when I go away from the page, can't you? When I went away from the page, 'cause I was hearing you.
Yeah, try to go to text real quick and then keep talking, and I'll tell you if he cut out or not.
Okay, because okay, I'm going to go away.
Okay.
Let's see. Why would you? Oh, I told him I answered that question. Okay, he wasn't looking for him after he heard what he did to Scar. That was a big thing. I don't know. Shit, I be throwing some lim-lims at and picking up. Y'all don't be understanding. But niggas in the hood, when they learned that he killed, that he tried to have, when I put up that information with that cop Michael Coet and how he had Scar killed and he rented the car and all that. Oh man, y'all just don't know how that ran that nigga off YouTube. That nigga got off YouTube. He called me after that and said, Reggie, you are too dangerous. I'm not going to do no more interviews on YouTube. And I said, yeah, nigga, you could have kept doing your interviews. You just don't talk about Reggie motherfucking Wright. Unless you say that nigga shit smells like perfume. But y'all learn. You goofies will learn, especially niggas that knows me. Ones that don't know me, like Gap Tooth and Snitch No Joke, I can care less. Niggas that only hurt me is niggas that I know, that knows me. Reggie going to rape in jail. Yeah. When that happens, anybody that can happen too. But trust me. Somebody, if you don't pay for it, somebody you love will. On my mama. My boy, shout out Spider. On my mama.
Somebody said, Reggie, why did you take that kid, Yaki Gaddafi, to make a statement without the consent of Mrs. Yasmin Fula?
Is a 20, wait a minute. Oh, yes, I've been waiting for that. A 20-year-old now is my mama, I ain't asked my mama permission to do shit. And I love my mama. I love my mama more than anybody. But when I was 20 years old, come on, y'all. That's a 20-year-old man. He was 20-year-old. Now me being an older man, I understand because I have a 23-year-old son. And I think all you 23, 24-year-old, I think all you 30-year-old motherfuckers is some weirdos. Y'all need help, is what I think. That don't mean you are. But 20-year-old, now we look at as kids. Back then, do y'all know I bought my first house at the age of 19? So y'all got to understand, I didn't look at this man as a kid. Today, yeah. But back when I was 28 years old, maybe I was probably 30 then. I was 30 then. I didn't look at him as a kid, y'all. Come on. He was 20 years old. I don't even think Yasmin was around then. I think she had left. All right. I was supposed to have been doing something. But that's the thing. I apologize to Miss Yasmin for that. She, but 20 years old, come on, y'all. 20 years old. Think about the things that y'all letting people on YouTube tell y'all. That man was 20 years old in the 90s. We were different than 20-year-olds. Y'all know what? Jay-Z told y'all on the song. 30-year-olds is the new 40-year-olds is 30-year-olds now or something like that. He said he died in 19. Well, it was only a month later, but I thought he was 20 when he, I think somebody needed fact checking. But even 19-year-old, 18-year-old. But okay, if he was 19, but I took him a month or two before he died. I took him, damn, I didn't even realize it was that soon. Because he died in November. That means I was cooperating with him in October. Damn. Bashir was in jail. Damn, was he? No, he had been, but damn, that was kind of quick though. I didn't realize until you just said that I didn't realize until you said that he died that soon though in November. Did he die in November, John?
I believe so, yeah. Let me look up the exact date. I don't remember the exact date.
Damn, I wonder what made me take him, because Suge didn't go to jail until October. I wonder when I took him down to the police station. Yeah, somebody could pull it up. Almighty Trey, somebody pull up when did it say that they met with the witnesses at Compton PD? Somebody reach that for me. I'm sure Chuck Phillips in the LA Times wrote about it. See what date that was. So that means because we went to the Bahamas. See, Tupac died in September. We went to the Bahamas about 2 weeks later. Then she went to jail October the 22nd. So that means I would have to take him after October the 22nd. I took him, I'm sure, after October the 22nd. And if he died in November, damn, that would make me look suspicious, huh?
Yeah,
Right after I took him,
November
he
10th.
died.
November 10th, Reggie, is when he died.
He died November the 10th?
Yeah.
So I wonder what day I took him to the police station.
No, let's see.
They said he turned, see, Mogul. Okay, what up, Mogul Giant? So he was 20 when he died. Okay. So he wasn't, I don't know when I took him, but yeah, somebody said he turned 20 on October the 9th of that year. Okay. Gaddafi died November. Okay. So I wonder what day did I take him? If somebody could tell me what day. So it should be an article wrote by Chuck Phillips in the LA Times when it said something about Vegas PD interviews, witnessing Tupac shooting or something like that.
You talking about when you set the Tupac shooting up, Reg?
Yeah, okay. We got the guy, we got the Del Dog, not Del Dog, the Big Hugh informant on the line now. We can get him now. We got the guy that been putting Big Hugh and Luce. Man, how you gonna put somebody in jail and then trying to help him and down on the phone talking to his lawyer and stuff?
Yeah, man, listen. Hey, you know what's crazy, Reg? It's crazy how people, when it's just like a dislike or maybe a hatred, how when you're reading something, right? It's like saying, hey, and reading the paperwork of everything that's being said, and it says, yeah, when we went to such and such home, we noticed that he had 3 dogs, 2 brindles and an all white. They leave that part out, right? Right? It doesn't. They don't take that and say, "Well, he never had possession of a black dog." You know what I'm saying, right? So, for years and years, it's always been, "Big, you don't fuck with you," and my whole defense has always been, "No, I don't fuck with Big U, but yeah, we don't fuck with each other." I helped bring him into the game. He didn't bring me into the game. I was home 5 years before he paroled. So now when you look at it, they got amnesia on Wack and Big U ain't been fucking with each other for 4 years plus. So when you
So y'all
read
start fucking with each other in 2021 is what you said?
20, late 2020.
Okay,
right?
late 2020. Okay.
Yeah. So then when you're reading the paperwork, right? The investigation starts when, Reg?
2022 or something, 2020, after the kid got
2021.
killed. Yeah, after the kid got killed. Yeah, 2021.
It starts late January of 2021. A task force was actually put together. February 2021, right?
Okay.
So, Reg, when 2 people stop dealing with each other, right? Unless you put something up on social media, right? Or unless something's just known, your communication level is 0. One of the parties is not going to be privy to what the other party's doing, whatever it is they may be doing. You don't fuck with each other no more. You know, you go through that first stage, Reggie, of it might be on with this nigga. You get what I'm saying? So
Okay.
certain things you may have did, or certain places you may have frequent, either you change up or you beef up your security or you just stop going. That's the
Yeah.
first initial stage of that. When you got 2 people tight that kind of know each other's movement, right? You be like, all right, he know where I live. Okay, I know where he live. That's a stalemate, right? you know what? He know on Wednesdays I go over here to this spot, and you know what? Let me switch that up. Maybe I don't do that, or maybe I do that on Fridays. But nevertheless, when you read these documents, bro, these dudes are so thirsty for me. Every charge and every act that was being committed, it has absolutely nothing to do with me. Nothing. The taco lady, I don't know her. Never met this woman in my life. Right? That's the sex trafficking. Dale, the victim, the dude being extorted, right? I know him from calling the book artists to come do clubs. That's it. I might have did one or two what to do. It even states in there. This was crazy. And Dale kept it 100 because Dale had went dark on me, which it wasn't no big deal because I wasn't in the business of like booking artists at local clubs. But Dale, like, I just stopped hearing from him. I think I booked Sada Baby maybe 2022-ish or something like that. And I just stopped, but now I see why. Because in the paperwork, it says Big U found out that he did some business with me with an artist and got mad at him for doing business with me. So what Dale did, I don't know if he just stopped booking artists. I never heard from Dale again.
Let me ask you this right quick while you're talking about the rapping stuff, because I've been on trolling on people's channels since we decided we were gonna do this Q&A, and people was asking a lot. I think they do Sims and them on their channel. They want to know, did you ever do business, or when did you stop doing business with Melly Marv or Melly Mel or whatever? I know that's been a big topic over there with them.
Who's Melly Mel?
The dude that posted the Grammy Award winning producer or something like that. The one who house
Oh
they
yeah,
were supposed to be.
I still you talking about Molly Mall.
Molly Mall,
I
sorry.
still
Yeah.
talk to Molly Mall today. Last time, the last business we did was I got a platinum record out of a song out of him. I believe it was Game and Jeremiah. Scott Storch might have produced it. So with Molly Mall, so everything, only thing I've ever done with Maul that I know him to do is music. So what he was known for, right? When the artists, I guess, would come in town, they go hang out with him, right?
In Vegas.
Vegas or wherever the fuck. Vegas. Actually, I got this song out of him when he was living in Studio City in the Valley.
Oh,
I believe
okay.
the Vegas house that caught on fire or something like that, right? And they called it the White House. It was like in Sherman Oaks Studio City, big ass house at the corner. So what Marley Marl was known for, I would go over there. He kept producers, believe it or not. You know the big artist Pooh Bear?
Okay,
That's
I
where I
heard
met
of
him
him.
at. It's a big artist named Pooh Bear. I met him. He started with Marley Marl. They'll sit there, they'll cook beats, and then when certain artists come through, right, he'll get them to do verses for him, and then he'll tell them, "Hey, bro, people come through for get songs for me, and then when I sell it, we cut it up, right?" So the last business I did with Marley Marl was, I think it's called we went platinum on that song too. It was Game featuring Jeremiah. I
Oh,
think it's
okay.
called All Eyes.
Okay.
And if you go pull up the publishing credit, you will see Marley got like 5 points on it or something like that, maybe 7 points, something like that. But that's the last business I've did with Marley Marl. But other than that, you know, I still month to month call him, check on. I dropped him off at the airport when he had to go turn himself in.
Oh, okay. On the pimping charge.
Yeah, on the,
Yeah.
whatever it ended up turning, he
Yeah.
had to do like 33 months. And
Yeah.
I remember him showing me on his phone the actual address. He had to go to someplace in Oregon, like Sheridan or some shit.
Yeah.
And I dropped him off over there because he still had his producers living at his home. So we let
Okay.
the producers know, hey, if Wack come in town, let him hear what you got. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Did I get something from him for Blueface? I think I did. I got another Jeremiah joint. Blueface got it. Both Jeremiah joints I got for Game and Blueface came from Molly
Okay.
Mall. From his.
Okay. Let me ask you another question. Did Molly Mall, not Molly Mall, is there any other victims or witness in the indictment that you know? And I'm getting these questions. You know, I don't know none of
No,
this shit really.
the only ones, the people I know reading that indictment, I know Dale Morrison.
Okay.
I know Marley Marl, which I called him. I said, bro, this has got to be you, the platinum.
So did he cop out to it?
No, he told no,
Oh,
hell no. When I called him, he
okay.
told me that. What did he tell me? He said they came to see him. I want to say he said they came to see him in 2021, right before he turned himself in, right?
Okay.
And the beautiful part about his shit, they know he wasn't home. See, a lot of these dudes is reading his paperwork, like the Deuce M's dude. This is a dude that was never around.
Okay.
He made his presence on Clubhouse and didn't do it, and then used my name telling a bunch of felonious shit to get people to look his way. So when he's reading this, he don't really know what he's reading. If you read the paperwork, right, you
Okay.
notice the security guard, which is a witness, says when Robinson and Henley pulled up to the gate, he drew down on him. He pulled his gun out on him. And they said, homie, you better put that shit up. It's in the documents, right? Now you gotta remember, Marley Marl is gone. He's with a chick at the Aria Hotel. He ain't even home. So he's gonna tell his security, I ain't expecting nobody, y'all hold the fort, right? Now, Reg, you been security. If you see an unexpected vehicle pull up and Suge then told you office shut down, ain't nobody coming through here, and the
Yeah.
nigga pull up wee hours of the night, you on guard,
Yeah.
because this is a location that nobody comes to unless you know they're coming, right? And where Marley Marl live is very, very secluded, Red. It's like secluded. He's sitting on like 7-8 acres,
Okay.
right? His own gate. So if you read it, you notice the security guard, which is down as a witness, he pulled a gun out when Robinson and Big Henley pulled up. Why? Nobody's expecting him to be there. When the
Yeah.
officers or whoever went and questioned Marley Marl, they already know Marley Marl wasn't there. They just want to know, did your security guard tell you he showed up? And how long did your security guard, say he was there? Did anything happen? Now, let me tell you the crazy part about this shit. And Marley Marl said I can say it. He said, Wack, he asked me to lead the spot. I didn't know why. You know the crazy part about this, Reg? If you read it, it says DS was sent to rip out the camera equipment and change the DVR box, right?
Okay.
Marley Marl said, Wack, if he'd have asked me, I'd have told him. The motherfucking cameras don't even work. I just use them to monitor in the house. They don't record. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like his actual cameras didn't record. So now, guess who's at the house when they doing all this? The security guard.
Security
So
guard.
now the
Yeah.
security guard is giving statements establishing that the day after or whatever the fuck it was, the people come through. I believe one of them even cashed out the security guard to go buy different DVRs.
Yeah.
So now you establishing, if you listen, all of that shouldn't even be in there. It shouldn't be, they called and asked him to leave. They came and ripped out security camera shit. Then they cashed that the security guard to go get a DVR. Because all of that is establishing something, Reg. His
Yeah.
cameras only worked to a monitor in his home so he can see outside. None of them recording. But dude ain't knowing. He like, yo, bro, I'm gonna send some people by there. I need y'all to leave. The security guard already gave these statements. They
Yeah.
already on the wiretaps, right? So Marley Marl's disposition is they asking me questions that they already know the answers to. Was your security guard called and told to leave? The security guard already told Marley Marl, and he's a peace officer. So let's establish that now. Ain't no playing no street games with a security guard. He's a peace officer. So nigga, he gonna tell everything. This ain't no street nigga. This ain't no Marley Marl's not gonna go to him and tell him, hey, shut up, lie. They had already got to the security guard because I think he might have participated in something else. He was telling me some other case he was gonna send me prior to. So when the security guard told Marley, hey bro, they called me and came to see me and asked me this, and I told them this. By the time they get to Marley Marl disposition is this. Nigga, I'm not finna start lying for you for no reason, right? Did your security guard say he pulled up? Yeah. Was you expecting him? No. Did you charge people for your studio? Yes. Did you charge him for your studio? No. Were you intimidated? Did you not charge him because he intimidates? Because people say and boom, 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 boom. Marty Marl said, I didn't tell you that. That's what you saying, right? I've never been charged to go to Can-Am. Never. Hey, bro. Hey, sure. You got one of the rooms open. I need it for like 2 hours to get this hook done. Suge ain't, you know what I'm saying? He never told me, Wack, is this an hour? You know what I'm saying? So that's normal shit. I've come to Marley's studio to get drops and shit. Hey, Marley, and he ain't gonna charge me. So that's like nothing there. But Marley wasn't there when Big U and them pulled up. He never seen the kid at his home. But they know it because his phone records is putting him on the strip at the Aria. The chick he was with is putting him with her. Surveillance cameras in the fucking casino puts Marley Marl there. Phone records from Sylvester and Henley show that there was no interaction in phone conversation. Remember, his phone is hot already.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So all these whole disposition, like, look, bro, I'm in the middle of a Fed case, right? My security guard already then told me everything the feds asked him, and he then told me everything he said. I'm not finna go in there and just outright lie and say, no, he didn't call and tell people to leave. They already know that he called. He called the goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna outright lie and say, did he pay your security guard, send him a cash app or whatever to go get a new DVR because the security guard had already showed him the cash app, the receipt, and the fucking DVR he brought.
Okay. Hey, Wack. Yeah. Because we got a lot of questions coming through. So I want, when did they actually, when did you actually start talking about, because I'm trying to figure out, I'm thinking that's why that they moved so quick on the indictment. Do you think when you was giving them heads up,
Well,
you
you
know,
know
as
the
you said,
thing, right? It
okay,
wasn't
go
that
ahead.
we was giving them heads up.
Yeah.
It's that I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Like, you know how this shit go. When you add it with a motherfucker, we do it with
We
old boy.
do
That's what
content.
it is.
Yeah.
When you add it with a motherfucker and somebody call you and say
We
something,
gonna run it. We gonna
we
run it.
gonna run it.
Yeah, we gonna run it.
We hope it piss you
Yeah.
off. Bro,
Yeah. You're
listen,
right.
the first thing when I asked her, if you listened to it, I said, when did your brother get killed? And she said 2022. At that point, I think she a troll because we didn't read the article
What up,
where it
Alex?
says
Yeah.
2021, right?
Yeah.
Certain shit. I can ask you right now what year Heron got killed, what year Butcher get killed. This ain't
Yeah.
even your family, and you know the year, right?
Yeah. I can tell
Certain
you.
shit, you don't forget, right? And then when that was the sister, and then when the mother gets on the line and hits us with the shh between me and you, right? We're thinking, I don't think if you heard Luce Cannon, you didn't hear Luce Cannon say, nigga, they told y'all that for y'all to go say it. Big U them is feeding y'all the bullshit. He
Okay.
did a whole live on it. Like right after he started tripping on 600, he is on his channel where he said, nigga, they told me that they had the people call you and tell y'all this, right? And sometimes, like when 600 called and told me Yo, they hit Big U spot. I told him, hey, bro, don't jump out there on the internet with that shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said,
Yeah.
you better go because you're going to be looking crazy. They did him like that before. You don't
Yeah.
remember when 600 told everybody Big U hung himself?
Oh,
Right?
I didn't hear about that,
Yeah,
but
he
yeah,
said
okay.
Big U hung himself.
But I
Big U
remember
hung
me and you talked about a year or two ago when we talked about this house got raided, and it's coming out that
That's
that was
August.
behind that DNA stuff. You
That
remember
was
we said he got
August.
picked up in the middle of the night and nobody know?
That was
So
August. That was August.
yeah,
But see, that was warning from Brick Baby.
yeah,
Remember,
okay,
I told you Brick Baby said it's a Rico coming, not a
yeah,
6-0 Rico, but a Big U Rico.
mm,
Right? But we didn't know what the hell Brick was talking about
okay, gotcha.
saying this. We ain't
Yeah,
knowing what he's saying is real. Then 2 months later, we get the call that they raided his house.
yeah,
Now, we ain't even knowing nothing about no DNA at this time. We
yeah,
thinking it's some mismanagement of funds,
yeah,
right?
Eh,
That's what
yeah,
we
eh,
think. We think it is mismanagement of funds because a dude he went to when he
yeah,
said
yeah,
go. I
yeah,
called you that morning. The
yeah,
dude he went
yeah,
to with see Reg, you know this. These
yeah,
people like how Wack be knowing. The
yeah.
people closest to him tell
Be
me.
calling. Yeah,
I didn't showed you my phone.
yeah, I know. Yeah. And
Right?
that's why I'm
So
here, Wagon. I know I could seem like I'm coming at you, but I'm
nah,
trying to
nah,
clear
it's
up
what
all
it
this
is because
bullshit
he go to
because
crazy. He go the crazy part about it is like you asked about Marty Marl. I talked to Marty Marl, I called him at least 2-3 times a month.
okay,
Me and Marty Marl have never had any problems. Marley's always been there. I got a platinum out of Marty Marl. Go. Benny Boone shot the video. Game Jeremiah, Scott Storch produced it. Marley Marl brought that song to me. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Marley Marl got Jeremiah on it. Jeremiah was already on the motherfucker before we got it. I
okay,
just had Game lay the verse. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So, I ain't got no issues with
yeah.
Marley.
Okay, I already know the answer to this because I heard you say it on No Jumper, but I know a lot of people be asking, and I can repeat what you're gonna say, but I'll
Mhm.
ask it. Why did you get in bed or be cool with Luce and bring him on and start exposing them to No Jumper? I know the
Well,
word
he
is
had a TV show
your
coming out.
enemy is my friend, but go
No, he
ahead.
had a TV show coming out
Okay.
called because you got to remember, I didn't really know a lot of shit of people Luce dealt with, right? Because remember, you had an issue with him and I didn't know it. I guess he said
Oh,
some
yeah, that's
crazy
true.
shit.
Yeah,
He said
yeah,
some crazy shit about you,
yeah, yeah.
right?
I
But
thought you was protecting me. Some people would tell me you sicked him on me, but I know better than that.
no, I didn't know
Yeah,
nothing about that shit
yeah,
because I
yeah,
called him. I said, "Yo, bro, what's this crazy shit you saying about Reg?" He was talking about like one of the security guards told him. See, this is how you
yeah,
know when you thinking this crazy shit.
yeah,
Pez, somebody's uncle talking about they did some sexual shit to you, right? Remember
yeah.
that shit? That's what he
Yeah,
said,
well, he
right?
said it was the Vivian or something, the accountant or bookkeeper or something. And we know we don't have no black folks that work for us. Shit,
Not at
don't
all.
trust black people with his money.
So I think January he came to me, and it was a manager dude he got. It's a white dude, bro. He just called me the other day. It's a white dude he got, Maceo or Marcio, some shit. But he the one originally called me. He like, yo, Luce County got this show, and can you help me market it? So at this time, Luce had said a bunch of crazy shit about me but I didn't pay no attention because I didn't really know him. You get what I'm saying? If you
Okay.
go look on the thing, he said all kind of crazy shit about me, but I'm like, fuck it, another one like the other one. So I look at it, and he warned me, he said, Wack is some shit on the internet, but he's really trying to market this show. It's a bag for you. I said, what do you want? He wants you to get him to the platforms. So I brought him to No Jumper. If you notice, him and his wife is there. It's called
Okay.
Bad and the Beast. It's the name of the show.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
out on Urban Flicks, right? So I had February, March, April. February to May. February to May was the run. So, you know, they paid me what they paid me. I took him there, and then I seen the academics. I had to trick academics. I
To,
told
to, to, to
academics
take him
I
out.
was coming.
You act like you was going. Yeah, I heard you. You told me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I know once he was there in front of him, he was gonna run the show.
He
This
gonna
is
go ahead and do
where
it. Yeah.
this is when he said the Carl's Winslow shit.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, right. So in my head, I'm like, listen, I'm here to do a job. Whatever nigga want to say, he can say. You get what I'm saying? Period. I just had told him. I think the only stipulation I put on him was you.
Yeah.
You was the only one because I said, Reg, I don't know nothing about it. I'm getting paid to
Yeah.
promote the show, but
Because
I
you know
will
what I
take it.
called and asked you, and I got mad at you because I said you was protecting me because I
I said,
wanted to
Reg,
know.
I'm not protecting nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know nothing about it. This is what I'm doing. I
Yeah.
can guarantee you this. He won't do that to you again, right? Because
Yeah. Yeah.
that shit was said, I guess, prior to, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
again,
Well,
Reg,
he was
on the
mad
run,
because he felt like I called him out for saying that that was a lie or a play about what y'all, what he said he had. And I was just
yeah.
saying, and all I said, if it don't come out by that date, then he
So
lied.
look, hold on.
Yeah.
So at the time, right, when he's saying shit, once you start a conversation about one thing, based upon what a person says, the conversation leads to other things, right?
Mm.
And when you really, if I know something about the conversation, then I can elaborate with it. But if I
Yeah.
don't know nothing, I'm in the position of questioning what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So this is why you'll hear me say, hold on, bro. So you saying, because I want to make sure what you saying is really what the fuck you saying, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, I don't believe Big U had nothing to do with Nipsey's death.
I
Personally,
don't either. Yeah.
I don't think he had nothing to do with that shit.
Okay.
Secondly, they keep saying Luce Cannon said Big U had it done. That's not what he said. What he
No,
said
no, no,
was,
no.
what he
He
said
just said he
was,
knew about it or he
what
heard.
he
Yeah.
said was Big U FaceTimed him
Correct. 30
allegedly
minutes.
while they were recording,
Mm.
right? And said, hey, Nipsey just got killed. He said he hangs up the FaceTime, called Nipsey phone. Nipsey answers. And he like, what's this nigga talking about? Now at that time, what did I ask him? I said, you didn't alarm him about the phone call you just got about him? That's
Well,
what
I
I
wouldn't
asked him.
either. If somebody told me that about you, I wouldn't have said nothing. I would have been like, oh, okay.
See, no,
It's some
I would have
bullshit.
said something. I'd have been
You
like,
would
well,
have?
nigga, I just
Yeah.
got a call. Niggas talking about you got killed by nigga. You all right over there? You just got into it with somebody. But he didn't
Mhm.
think to do it because I asked him, I said,
And I
so,
wouldn't have either. Yeah.
yeah. So he said, nah, I didn't think none of it. He said then 30 minutes later, right,
Come to be true. Yeah.
it happened. So at that point in time, the narrative becomes, did he know it was coming? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because right, that's the narrative. Now, he says it's gonna be on Batty and the Beast launching. I never forget the date. Valentine's
Feb-
Day,
February
February
14th.
14th.
Yeah. All right.
Right? So we sitting back. Nigga, I'm watching, I'm waiting.
Me too. Everybody. Yeah.
Don't nothing come. I get at him. I said, bro, I said, nah, they editing. It's gonna come. If it don't come the second one, it's gonna come the third one. So I told myself, if it don't come the second one, he using it to drive the viewers
Which was smart. Yeah, but
because it was
yeah.
subscription based.
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
we get to when probably about the 6th week, fucking Adam gets the cease and desist. Luce Cannon gets a cease and desist as well.
Mm. Talking
Right?
about it.
Right? So Adam calls me, hey, boom, boom, boom. I don't want to take this interview down. It's streaming like hell. We got a lot of views on it. I said, well, let me call him. I said, hey, bro, Adam got this. If he's saying you give him the content, he gonna
Yeah.
keep it up. But if not, his attorney advised him to take it down. Right?
Gotcha. Hey,
So
on that, let me cut you off, Wack, on that right quick. This is what we're talking about that. What is Adam's position, or what is you think the Fed's trying to go with that by asking for that only letter?
I
Do you
don't.
believe Adam? You believe that that's all they
No.
asked from
That's what
Adam?
they asked for.
Mhm.
But you remember, Adam told the world that he got a cease and desist.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they did no investigative work. He told everybody the episode got to come down because there wasn't no cease and desist. But I kind of like told Adam, I said, bro, even if he brings the content, you still might have to take it down because unless they have Big U signing off on willing to be in their show, you still wouldn't have consent to show it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because allegedly, Luce is on the FaceTime, and the cameras that they're filming the show with is filming him on FaceTime. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you doing that, like Reg, like when I call you from No Jump or whatever, I tell you, Reg, you live, is it cool? When you say, yeah, you just
Yeah.
gave consent for
Yeah.
your voice to be in the stream. So regardless, it was gonna have to come down. So then I kind of got to the point, I'm like, yo, bro, where is it at? So
Okay.
first he tells me, Urban Flicks got a cease and desist. I said, okay, well, where's the drive? He
Yeah.
said, Urban Flicks has the drive. I said, all
Okay.
right, we'll tell the niggas to send you back to drive. And then he says, well, we licensed out till February or March 2025. So Urban Flicks is like, they don't want to run the risk of me doing something with it and they getting caught up in a lawsuit named,
Got
right? So to this day, ain't nobody seen it.
Got they somebody in the chat is saying a friend of mine, enemy of yours, which we've got him. He said though that you're the one that put out that Big U did the FaceTime call, not Luce. Is that if you can explain that?
Reg, whoever that dude is, bro, the whole world watched that unfold.
Got you. Okay.
No jumper, like, come on, bro. Like, come on, some of y'all make me bigger than what I am because it's too easy. Like, y'all say dumb
Yeah.
shit like that. Like I'm not gonna talk about nothing that I've never seen. If I never seen it, it don't exist. Right?
Got you.
At the
And you
same
always say
time,
that. Yeah.
yeah, he mentioned the serial numbers on the guns. He mentioned all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And pass,
Let
he said he'll
Let me
get
ask you
guns,
this: Do
pass
you
them
think
out to
that?
the
Do you
homies.
think that's a
Take the
lie?
serial numbers, huh?
Do you think that's a lie? Do you now today believe that Luce was lying, or what's your
Yeah,
opinion on it?
I believe he was capping. Yeah, I believe.
Okay,
Look, I
gotcha.
know he was capping about the Meek Mill shit.
Okay,
I
yeah,
know he was
you called
capping about
that.
the
I heard you
Carl.
call that before. Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
capping about the Carl Winslow shit. I know he was capping about shit he said about you before he
Yeah.
started
Oh,
talking about
yeah.
you,
Yeah.
right? What's another thing I told him? And this is why we fell out because I told him he was capping about this thing
Oh,
that's going.
the raid at the house.
I
Yeah.
said he was capping.
Yeah.
So it ain't like I won't tell a nigga he capping. I think you capping unless you show me something. I think it's cap. So
Okay.
when a year go by and and you ain't got it, I gotta call. What else? What else I'm gonna call it?
Yeah. Yeah. So the bottom line is you brought Luce on the no jumper really just to get at
I
Big
had a
U.
90. I had a 4-month run with him, and within that 4 months, he brought me some more business. Right, so we
And you got his
continued.
name out there too. You got his name out there.
Yeah, I did what I was supposed to do. I did
Yeah.
what a lot of these niggas that's mad at me now who asked me to fuck with them, what I didn't do for them. I did it for him, right? So after May came, then he brought me a BET deal, right, that we was working
Okay.
on. So then
Okay.
it spun into that. It was a
Mhm.
5-show deal. I told you about that, Reg. A
Yeah, you did.
5-show deal.
Yeah, you
And
did.
he brought me that. So
Yeah.
from that, the business continued. Then he because at the time his wife was pregnant. I don't even think he knew. I don't, because the baby was born like maybe
Oh,
October.
okay.
Yeah. So then it was because Luce is the one brought the Dodge deal. That wasn't my deal.
I could tell. Yeah, I figured that. Yeah.
Yeah,
The way you let him be involved like that. Yeah.
Luce brought the Dodge deal, but they said, well, the owner
They
said,
needed
I don't
you.
know you.
Yeah.
I think Luce knew Travis, and the owner was like, I don't know you, but I know of Wack. If Wack could take a dinner meeting, right, then we could talk. Boom. So that's
Yeah.
when we all took a dinner meeting out here in Vegas. And then when I
Okay.
got to the meeting, R&B's with me. Because I didn't
Okay. And
tell
they knew each
R&B.
other. Yeah.
They knew it. They've been knowing each other 20, 30 years. R&B
Yeah.
know his
From
daddy.
church. Yeah. From
R&B
church.
know
Yeah.
his mama, and R&B know his wife's family.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, they like, oh shit. And I'm like, y'all know. She's like, yeah. She like, you was just on the phone with his mama the other day. I said, oh, that's his mama? Because we was doing some
Okay.
medical business with his mama, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
boom. So it was me, Luce, R&B, Mozzie, his wife, and Luce's wife.
Yeah.
Travis or the Jay Reed dude ain't even there yet. So we
Okay.
in order 8 by the time they pop up. Now, Luce, I just find this out. I don't know Travis or Jay Reed. Luce knows Jay Reed, but he don't know Travis. He been talking to Travis on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So when Jay Reed walk in, Travis like, what? Jay Reed. I say, shit, I don't know you. Only Jay Reed I know from Inglewood, right?
Okay.
So I don't know you, right? So I tell Luce, I tell Mozzie, hey, bro, I don't know them niggas. You know how I am. Sit them niggas over there.
Yeah. They ain't in our business. We don't like niggas in our business.
Yeah, so
There's
because me and
nobody really.
Mozzie, look, it's me and
Yeah.
Mozzie side by side here.
Yeah.
Our girls is on the
We
other
want to
side.
deal with the decision makers. Yeah.
Me and Mozzie is literally
Yeah.
negotiating the deal at the table what the split's
Yeah.
gonna be. As he
Yeah.
tell me, I text Luce. So this is why Luce was in the deal, because he brought the deal to me.
And
So
you always look out for people like that. Yeah.
he
Yeah.
brought the deal. I'm gonna give him his cut.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
But that's the first time me, Luce, and his wife and R&B had ever been somewhere
Kicked
together.
it or did. Yeah. Sit down together. Gotcha.
And then after that, they had the baby, and he called me when I got down there. Well, nobody was there, but no, I think we beat the mother-in-law there. Wasn't nobody there, because come to find out she had COVID, right?
Okay.
So when Luce was in there, they wouldn't let him come out. So it was just really me and R&B there. She had a fast thing. Then the mother showed up about 10 minutes later, and it was just me, R&B, and her mother. And maybe
Okay.
30 minutes into it, the baby was born.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so Luce and his wife was like, yo, you and Wack been doing rocking.
Y'all godparents. Yeah.
Business. R&B is a cool lady. She can help me because she's a mother and shit.
Yeah.
You know, ask him what they'd be the godparents. Me and R&B both godparents.
Yeah.
Ain't
Yeah.
me. It's both of
Oh,
us.
RB had a baby before? RB
R&B
but
got
thought he fought back like that?
R&B got 3 kids, nigga. She got 3 kids.
She popped back after 3 of them? Damn.
R&B,
Okay.
R&B is 45 years old. She just don't look her age.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell a shout out. Hey,
And she got 3
our
kids
biggest
and a
troller,
grandbaby. Huh?
grandbaby. Okay. Our biggest troller, one of our biggest troller, he said, ask him why he did allow Luce to speak about Big U, knowing that Dale had reported Luce and Big U to the feds. Whatever that means.
Well, at this
I'm just
time, I
okay.
don't know nothing about Dale. They got to remember this paperwork goes back.
Hey, Google, stop. Google, stop. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Got to remember, this is 2024 when Lou said what he said. Looking at the paperwork, this shit happened 2022. I don't even know Dale or Luce know each other until October 2024. Right? I'm
Okay.
oblivious. I don't know nothing about Dale and Luce and all this shit. So when he's speaking about it and telling his story, for one, I think the story cap. 2, I don't have no idea that Dale is involved at all. 0.
Okay.
Until I didn't know he was involved until I got a phone call and all of them was on the phone. And I'm listening. I'm like, is this Monster? He like, Wack, what up? I said, what up, nigga? Long time no hear. What you been up to? I'm still oblivious to the fact of what's going on until I start listening to the phone call. Right? Because
Okay.
that's what Lou's telling. you know Big U working with the feds, nigga. Right? And then they'll say, I gotta go for sentencing in December. So after the phone call died down, that's when Dale told me he didn't want Big U had told him not to do no more
business.
with him.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
right.
booking.
So then after we get off the phone, that's when I asked Luce, yo, what the fuck are y'all talking about? And then he filled me in. Yeah,
Okay,
so,
Wack. All right, Wack. I gotta get a couple of super chats we got. I'll let John ask them right quick.
let's go.
John, you ready to answer? I've seen about 3 or 4 super chats come through, but I don't want to ignore them. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, the first one or the latest one is, and people know the answer to this, but I'll ask it. Has Wack ever done any business with Mac 10 or the game?
How about done what?
Any business with Mac 10 or the game?
Definitely, both of them. Course,
Okay,
yeah.
go to the next one. Okay.
I'm trying to find the next one.
Yeah, he managed the game. I tell you,
I didn't book Mac 10 on a couple shows. It just, he a personal friend as well.
What a lot of y'all don't know about Mac 10, he actually do a lot of bookings himself. He
Wait,
books
where
a
you
lot of
think he started
shows.
doing it from?
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
He
I didn't
said
know that.
Wack, where he came into the money room to get paid, and it was me. Mac
Okay.
10 got paid by my little homegirl. And he said, Wack, what the fuck? And I showed him the game, and from there, he went and got his own plug and started doing it. Yeah.
Okay. Is he still working with that dude? His name start with an M.
Yeah, the
Okay.
dude been with forever. The one Cube didn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Mac did some feature work for me back when I had the artist Stacey Adams.
Okay.
Yeah, my infiltration mixtape. So
All right. Aska Bombs want to know Gunner and Dubs. I guess this is more of a comment, but he gave us $2 for it. He said Gunner and Dubs think Adam is a Fed himself. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that information.
Adam's a white dude that is going to ask you, just like Vlad, he gonna ask you the questions. If it's on the internet, he gonna ask your ass, and it's on you to answer.
And I watched you do an interview today where you kind of checked Adam in your own way about, and this person wanted to ask again, Wack, why do you ever humor Adam? But he does. He checked him today about playing with that gay stuff and gay bashing and stuff.
All the time. I didn't call Adam. I didn't told him he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
You're gonna get your ass whooped one day. But you gotta remember, bro, that's like saying why the Three Stooges didn't all start fighting each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro,
that's how to play the show. That's what kept the show going.
Yeah, that's my host. That's my co-host.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that's what makes the show the show.
That makes the show the show.
You got the total opposites. You got a motherfucker over here who been to prison, who comes from the streets, who's doing corporate business. Then you got a white dude who they call a culture vulture, and who don't mind saying he likes to do gay shit. And who him and his wife.
I give Adam a hard time about that, but as I listen to Adam, I don't start to kind of like Adam, what he do as far as giving people a chance, an opportunity, an exposure.
That's why I fuck with him.
Yeah.
You can say community, you can say fig community. Without Adam, none of that'll be there.
Correct. Okay, another question. Do you think Big U lined up P&B too?
Had nothing to do with that. That's another lie Luce told.
Okay.
Bro, think about it. It's a murder scene, right? Right? There's cameras in that parking lot and in the place of business. Big U name and Luce Cannon name would have been in there saying these people were in the location or something like that. You don't really see a lot of 60s going over there. They're going to go to Gower. They ain't going to even fuck with the one in Inglewood.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to go to Gower. To Hollywood. You got 87 gangsters, all that, right? Hoovers, you got all kind of shit. Main streets over there to where they not going over. That's another thing Luce said that was crazy. I'm like, bro, where the hell did you get that from? But at the end of the day, you can't tell a man, ain't none of you niggas telling 607 Up or Orlando Brown about their lives. Y'all tuning in to hear this shit every day.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Acting like when niggas sit back and they put some content out, you've done it. Damn, that shit didn't really get a lot of streams. Let me try this. Let me try that.
Yeah.
right? If they try something, you think
Yeah.
when Luce Cannon did the Sweetie thing, if he would have went and the comments would have been against him and nobody would have viewed it, he would have kept doing it. He kept doing it because y'all reacted to it.
Correct. Correct. Okay, let me get my boy Flying Chef said, uh, why do you think they used the footage of Big U and Shitty getting beat up by the Samoans to link them together? And if y'all don't know what that is, he talking
Wait,
about the
Big, I
security.
don't believe, bro.
Okay, I just want to explain to him what he
No,
talking
see,
about.
that's another thing.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
media. Y'all said that Shitty. That's not Shitty.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're the media, social media saying that Shitty. That ain't
Exactly.
Shitty. It's not Shitty.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying? This is what
Yeah.
social media say.
Yeah. For those of y'all don't know what it's talking about the time when Big U got arrested with the security guards at the
At
club, y'all.
the club.
Yeah.
What's the name of that
Yeah.
club?
And that's when who was it? T.I. and them came out to help him or
T.I.
something?
Game, all of us
Yeah,
back.
and the
That
game.
was
Yeah.
they shut the club down after that too.
Yeah.
My man Sincere from Chicago used to host that club.
Okay.
I don't know how I forget the name of the club, but it was one of
Yeah.
our bigger clubs, but they've been shut down for years.
Okay. All right. So Bishop 2.0, respect and thanks for that super chat, Bishop. Who are the best plugs to work with to build your audience organically? Okay. We don't know. I mean, we just.
What you mean as far as like some YouTube type shit?
I think that's what he's trying to say. Who to help build up their channel, their YouTube channel. Are you talking about YouTube Bishop 2.0? Hopefully, I answer real soon. Let me go to
I
it.
mean, Reg, that comes down to the content. I think a lot of you guys should get started. Cause I'm gonna be real. I get why a lot of niggas do what they do with my name. You get a nigga from Virginia or a nigga from Maine, he don't know nothing. He ain't been around nothing. He don't know what to talk about. So
Well,
what
we
they
used to
do,
say that about basketball players, and I done found one of the baddest white boys in Maine playing basketball this in March Madness. So,
yeah, but here goes the thing. When it comes to our world, they don't know. They don't. Reg, if you eliminate your dealings at death row, I'll eliminate my industry ties and dealings. And you're talking about Compton Police Department, and I'm talking about going to jail and driving trucks.
yeah,
We
they
would
don't want to
be
hear it. Yeah,
interested
they
in
don't
each
want to
other.
hear it. Yeah,
So what they do is
yeah,
they'll scream my name and shit like that. And I see it working for them. So if you knew, I think you should just go and start doing a bunch of reaction videos.
yeah.
Straight up. Because if you ain't got nothing to talk about, they ain't gonna listen to you.
They ain't gonna listen. Yeah, they ain't gonna listen. I had one, and I say that all the time. Where I think I still have one of the best Pyru albums that were ever created, were ever done.
Which one, the
The
relatives?
Relative. But none of y'all, most of y'all don't know about it because y'all
Don't
didn't
know
hear
about
it.
it.
Y'all didn't get exposed.
They had hits on that motherfucker. Fuck
Yeah,
Mac 10 was on there.
yeah.
Maria was a hit. Maria cold.
That like it
Maria.
like that. I
Yeah.
do mine like this. I do my Be Brazy
Big
went on
wide
there on
sugar
that
boogie.
verse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. John, let's get some more questions because I know a lot of people was asking questions in there.
Yeah, somebody
Okay, I
asked.
got this one there. Oh, go ahead, John. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say somebody asked, are you cool with Gunner and Dubs now?
I don't know. They called me one day, and this is what I don't like about a few of these dudes. They called me on the blind number. I answered. I gave them like an hour. I remember I was driving up to like Pismo Beach or something. And I gave them like an hour. I didn't know nothing about them. And then next thing you know, you'll look up and the niggas be talking crazy about you. And I'll be like, damn, there's some weird dudes out here. I guess they feel like, well, shit. We asked him all the questions, so we're gonna go at him. So I don't know the dudes. You know what I'm saying? To have an issue with the dudes. They say the dudes is dropouts and all that, but I've never seen any paperwork, you know what I'm saying, on the dudes. There's a lot of essay podcasts that don't like them, but they ain't produce no paperwork. Um, will I interview with them? I interview with anybody. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I ain't got nothing against them.
Okay. Hey, Wack, let me ask you this. We got a couple of more super chats I want to get to before I want to get into this victim had nerves to tap at you today. Uh, Wack 100, in your opinion, is, I guess they say, who is the best for a rapper to use FOI if they need protection in LA, being from out of town? What?
You
Damn, boy,
said who is
define
the
one.
for security?
Who is the best? Okay, I guess who is the best for a rapper to use? So I guess he
Oh,
threw off the
for
FOI.
security.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you go on FOI, you want to reach out to Pitbull. His name is Pitbull. Pitbull, the bodyguard. He's ranking FOI.
Okay.
The streets respecting both sides. Crips, Bloods, Power
So
Rouge.
he was like Shaheed was back in our day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So brother Pitbull, I will reach. He's Pitbull, the bodyguard. Reach out to him. Been around forever. Everybody knows him. You should remember Pitbull. He used to work with Detail. He's actually stayed with Detail. Reg, like when you was,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. You know, I talk to Detail about once a week now. He
Pitbull is Baby
yeah.
Crazy O from Harlem.
Okay.
So Pitbull is reach out to Pitbull, the bodyguard. Best dude to
Okay.
use.
So Pitbull bodyguard, y'all. Uh hey Reg, ask Wack, why does he attack? Oh man, come on.
I
Tupac
attack
on
who?
whether he's a gangster. We're not gonna deal with that one over here, y'all. I mean, you could go ahead and tell what
I mean, bro,
we
I just feel like Tupac was more of a revolutionary than a
okay.
gangster. I don't think, you know,
Let's say game banger. I think a revolutionary could be a gangster too.
yeah, well, what I'm saying, when I'm talking gangster, we talking gang banging, right? That's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
So
I try to teach over here. I try to teach over here at Wack that you could be a gangster, a gang member, and a game banger is how I try to tell people. But I know some people have different ways. But
I mean, well, if you look at Pac, let's talk about it, right?
okay,
His upbringing was that from his mother, right?
okay,
Um, he went into the arts of learning how to act.
nothing wrong with
Um,
that. Okay,
Nothing wrong. No, I'm just, he
yeah, yeah,
went
okay,
to the Bay and he was with the white lady. She kind of plugged him up with Digital Underground.
okay.
Digital Underground we consider would be
He's
like a
talking about John, good
conscience.
friend.
We would consider Digital Underground a conscience type group. They weren't on no gangster shit, right?
Comedians. I think he was trying to be funny, Humpty
He
Dumpty
did
and all that. Yeah.
he was in the movie with Digital Underground, right? The crazy movie, whatever that shit was, right? And then when you look at his movies, Poetic Justice and shit like that, right? The roles he played, which, I didn't look at him as no gangster, nothing. He was a
Okay,
man.
that's acting. There's nothing wrong with acting.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that gangster
What would
shit,
you think of a guy that see, and I'm not gonna say cops. I know a lot of people say cops, but a guy that see two white guys mistreating a black guy that reacted the way he did. What would you call that?
listen, I've had people stand with me in situations like that were just brothers, bro.
What you wouldn't call them a G?
No, because I really think that was more his revolutionary side. Two white
Okay.
dudes jumping on a black dude.
But
It
nothing
wasn't like
wrong with being a revolutionary, is it?
nothing. I mean, bro,
Okay.
that's not a down. That's really I believe a revolutionary got more status than a gangster.
Okay. Okay. I'm just
Personally,
asking the question so you can explain it,
yeah, I
because
believe a
people don't hear you all the way
revolutionary
out. Yeah.
because listen, a revolutionary is trying to give back and enlighten and repair and fix and strengthen. Gangsters take, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They gonna
Yeah.
take your life. They gonna take your freedom. So. If you ask me
So you like
what
Malcolm
has
X
more
over Martin
status
Luther?
quo, if you ask me what's more respectable, a gangster or a revolutionary, Wack's gonna tell you a revolutionary.
And so I like Martin Luther King. You like Malcolm X. Got it.
No, I believe they both was revolutionaries, just in their different struggles. So now I'm gonna say, okay, Frank Lucas or Malcolm X, right? If you one of them hustling niggas and you just like, I want the money, and
I
you
got
didn't
you.
watch the whole
Okay.
video, the
Yeah.
whole movie, you gonna go with Frank. I'm gonna say, hey, bro, I think Malcolm X to date is more respected. I think his movement is more respected.
I agree.
So when I
Okay.
say he's more of a revolutionary, I'm really giving him his props. Calling Pac a gangster is really downgrade him.
Okay. All right. Let's go to another question. My boy, Rab Allen, want to ask you. Ask Wack his top five Compton. Okay. Who's the biggest drug dealer, game bangers, sports? From I
I
definitely want to
haven't
know from
seen no
Compton.
big drug dealers in our city since the ones we all know about. Bo Bennett, Freeway Rick. When you talk about big drug dealers, when you got niggas
I
like
think he
that,
want to know about Compton though. I think he said Compton, but maybe he meant L.A.
I can't tell you. I don't know
Yeah,
who in Compton was big drug
Compton.
dealers.
I would say Turtle or Pat PJ.
Yeah, I wouldn't know because I never was a drug dealer, so I wasn't my lane.
Yeah,
I went to prison young, came home, and went straight as far as when it came to
yeah.
generating income.
And then athlete, I would say Serena Williams. A lot of people
Serena
wouldn't, but
Williams.
I would say Serena Williams
But you
as
got
far as
James Harden, Serena Williams, Venus
yeah.
and Serena, James Harden, and you got our other guy.
Rapper that's really from Compton. Right now, I would say Kendrick, but I would like to throw Game in there.
Kendrick, Game, YG.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't throw YG in there. I wouldn't
No,
personally, but I would throw Quick in there. I would throw Quick. I would throw Easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
What you mean
I don't know
YG?
if I would throw.
Why would you exclude YG? YG's a worldly figure.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's bigger than Quick.
He's bigger than Quick. Okay. All right.
Hell yeah, because he go tour Europe and YG, not taking nothing from Quick, but I wouldn't exclude YG from that.
Got you. Okay.
Who else? And then we got what we consider our undergrounds, second to none, and MC8, niggas that didn't cross. You know what
But
I'm
those
saying?
are two guys, and they both just had singles. MCA had one of my top 15 songs, straight menace.
Straight up minutes.
Yeah, straight up menace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, John, you see any more super chats that we missed before we get back to a couple more? Ask Wack, why did he and Tretch get into it? Okay.
Trent said some crazy shit about Tupac. He didn't like what I said about Tupac.
Okay, great, I get it. Let's throw it in the microwave.
He didn't like what I said about Tupac.
Okay. And a lot of people don't. And I'm sure you know it and you respect it. You respect people's opinion. It's their opinion. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Wack, will the 100 side branch off into other venues like sports? They need to step this LeBron GOAT narrative up. Okay, they need to stop
They
this
got a sports
LeBron
room
GOAT.
over there. They be over there and doing whatever. I don't know what they do, but I know they do their little sports picks and
Yeah, you were supposed to got
football.
R&B to help me set up my own sports channel over there. Yeah.
No, I got a lady named Bridget.
Okay.
She's a female, but she was a daddy's girl. She picks all my fantasy football teams. I done won 2 of the 3 years.
Okay.
She know that shit. So, we got a sports center over there room. So I don't really participate in it because I'm not one of those dudes that do a lot of sports. What I do, if I walk into somewhere and it's the Raiders in Tampa Bay and it's majority Raiders, I'm going to say Tampa Bay.
Hey, you just like to be the opposite. So y'all gotta understand. I've been trying to tell y'all about Wack. Y'all can't take him serious because he just like to be the opposite.
I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan because as a kid, I was a running back and I used to like, Tony Dorsett, Herschel Walker, and that's who they played for. So anybody that plays sports, we always try to mimic certain people who was in that position. So Tony Dorsett, Herschel Walker, cats like that. Now that's why I would tell you I'm a Dallas fan. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
yes, but I can't tell you 5 people on the Cowboys today. I don't know, nigga.
Okay, who's your top 5 toughest rappers in a fight? Okay, in a fight. Okay.
In a fight.
Mm.
Peter Guns.
Okay, you like Peter? Peter. Okay.
Peter Guns. Peter Guns. Trick.
Okay, Trick. Okay.
Yeah, number 2. Let me go up.
Game.
Wait, no,
He
I'm gonna
bust
get
a
there.
cop in the face.
I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
Peter Guns, Trick. I'm trying to go into generations.
Okay.
Atlanta. If I'm going in Atlanta, I'm trying to get Peter Guns,
What about LL? LL Cool
The
J?
game. The
Okay.
game is definitely 1. 3. I'm trying to go down into Florida, Texas. Trade the Truth.
Yeah, I don't know, yo.
Trade the Truth, dog. He one of them good quiet dude. He kind of like a Bob Gotti type dude.
Okay.
Trade the Truth, and I'm trying to go to you know what? Common.
A lot of people saying in my comments, J Diggs, they messing with you. They say J Diggs.
That's another dude that have never seen me, never talked to me. But guess what? In the 20 years he been in the game, the only traction he got is when he mentioned my name.
When he mentioned your name.
Niggas don't even know who he was. I still ain't never seen this nigga talk to this nigga. He was mad at me about Big Meech. And girl, you know what's crazy? Now they telling me he's siding against Big Meech. So everything I was saying, he got mad at to get his face out.
Now he doing. Yeah.
That's my 5.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, John, you got any questions for Wack right quick?
Yeah,
I know they
somebody
got
sent a
some
super
more
chat,
promo, bro.
and they said,
Oh yeah,
does
he got
Wack-
them. I was just
does
trying to get
Wack-
John there. Go ahead, John. Sorry.
Does Wack know Eric and Leo Griffin from his neighborhood?
I know both of them. Rest in peace, Leo, Big Grip. I know both of them well. Eric is B crazy.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, shit. I know Be Crazy. Yeah.
Know both of them. I know both of them well.
Yeah, I've been out with Be Crazy before. Yeah.
And it's probably for both of you guys, but they said Kobe or LeBron.
Kobe.
LeBron now. I'm a big Kobe fan, but LeBron, I think his tenure have taken him past Kobe.
Kobe.
But I'm a Kobe fan too.
Kobe. I fuck with LeBron though. I mean, you can't take nothing from him.
Yeah.
I'm saying Kobe because Kobe was one place, one way.
Yeah.
He was a franchise player.
Yeah.
He wasn't here, there, and everywhere. And he didn't cry that like he didn't cry as much.
Was that all the super chat, John?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. Now, the victim. I call him the victim. Every time I see him, he just look like a victim to me. I hate when guys clickbait. I listened to the video. He got me to listen to the clickbait. He goes on his channel today and said that you are a civilian now. You taking the role as a civilian. What would be your response to him?
I don't know who did that. He said a civilian.
Yeah, he said that he clickbaited because in the video he did not say that, but he called you. He's saying that you taking the role of the victim. I mean, a civilian by giving up information on Big Hill. The person I'm talking about is
what information was given up?
That's what I don't know. I thought maybe you would know.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
Okay, look, this how this work.
Do you know what I'm talking about? First, do you know what I'm talking about?
This how this work on the 100 side.
Okay.
If we say you gave up information, then we're gonna show you or let you hear or let you read the information you given up. A lot of these dudes be talking. So what information was given up?
John, what's that guy name? Because I can't think his name. Hassan Campbell. Okay, thank you. Okay.
What information was this? Is a dude from New York who don't know what the fuck he talking about. This the dude I told in his face, right? You let a nigga, you talking about killing all these niggas, but a nigga molested you and you didn't do nothing to him and he's still walking around. And he told me he brought my mama groceries. So I said, I get it. Groceries for groceries, right? I told him
so she pimped him then.
No,
That-
mama
that's
didn't
pimping.
know. The mama didn't know. He said the reason why he let Africa Bambaataa thigh him, take an erect penis, and stroke him till he came in his face and didn't do nothing about it is because he bought his mama groceries. Go look at the academic Wack 100 6'9" Hassan Campbell. I said right in his face by myself. I didn't
Yeah.
have no niggas with me. Right? So when you get a dude like this talking, he just says shit. Now the question is, what information did we give up on Big U? We all learned about this information in the month of March.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fuck you talking about?
Okay. And that's
What are
why
you
I asked
talking
you
about?
earlier. Yeah, when y'all start running that content. Yeah.
Month of March. I mean,
I got you.
listen,
I got you.
did I put the recording up? Absolutely. Right? At
Hmm.
the end of the day, I didn't believe what the people were saying. And as
And
far as
we
I'm
got to care
concerned,
about victims, mothers, and stuff just as much
yeah,
as we care about
that's right.
innocent people. You
So here
know.
goes the thing, right? That murder investigator started in 2021, right? They got 17 million wiretaps, right? With 30 different niggas. Is my name anywhere? Fuck out of here, bro.
Exactly. Well, talking about you on one. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can't blame me
Mentioning your
for it.
name. Yeah.
You can't blame me for a nigga talking about
Yeah.
me.
Well, when somebody else say correct. Correct. Jay Mason, respect, man. I remember you, man. Reggie Wright and Wack 100. Can you please explain to the Eagle Balls the Dale Dog case was a state case, not federal? Correct.
Dale Dog was a state case
Yes.
involving all main streets,
Yes.
right? Some other shit they threw me in that I was never arrested, never had nothing to do with. One main street took the stand on 7 or 8 main streets. All you gotta do is go pull the work up.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a state case held in CCB court. Well, I'm gonna keep it real. Dude, when it took the stand in front of the whole LA, the whole court was street niggas and Muslims. Dude walked in that motherfucker, took the stand, nigga, in front of everybody for about 4-5 months and walked out and jumped in his Rolls Royce and drove off.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
I remember Captain Will. You know Captain Will, FOI.
Yeah.
Brother
Yeah.
Will. Brother Will called me and was like, yo, Wack, can you talk to him? I said, bro, talk to him about what? He's fully aware of what he's doing. He's doing it in front of y'all.
Yeah.
What you want me to tell him?
Could you explain his relationship? I know the answer to this, but a lot of people get him mixed up and calls him Farrakhan's nephew. Could you
Who?
explain that relationship?
That is Farrakhan's nephew. That's not a lie.
That's by the sister, right? I'm saying I know it. I'm just want you.
No, his dad's his father's sister
Yeah,
is
something about a
Farrakhan's
sister I
wife.
know. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, his father's sister is Farrakhan's wife. That's not a lie. That's true.
Okay. All right. So my boy, okay, this young lady, and I'll answer this one. King J, can you address Dad said he messed with two of Suge's baby mama? Well, Davina and Stormy. He said he could mess with Suge's wife as well. Is that true? Dad's just be capping. No, Gas was considered.
You got to
Dad's
remember,
was
let's tell
somebody
the
that was
truth,
around there
Reg.
committing suicide.
Daz says what he
Yeah.
says. I'm going to keep it real. When Daz and Suge got into it, Suge gave Daz baby mama all his financial paperwork. So when it's time to go to court, she had all the real documents of what he really got paid to get paid. He definitely did that.
Yeah, it was just personal. That Suge got. I actually sicked Suge on her. Her name was Maria.
She was
Please
sucking
don't
his
mix her
dick
up
too. That's a fact.
with Kenya.
It's
Me
what
and
it
Maria.
is. So, shit.
But anyway, Maria's a cool young lady from Indiana. Was very naive. Had only been with Daz when she started having the babies, and we found that very attractive. We'll just say that. Um, but no, Daz is capping on that, Miss King J. He's very much capping. And y'all know I would love to jab at the Suge right now, but I ain't gonna lie on the man. Do you think Luce and Brick will tell? And do you think they are going to wire the sale? And is that legal? Sean Street one
Yeah, I
action.
mean, yeah, anything in there is legal.
Yeah,
Brick
they
is
can
not
tape
on the
anything.
Brick is
Yeah.
not on the RICO. He has a separate Brick, baby. Believe it or not, if you read the paperwork, he's a victim. He was being extorted. He had to go pay, and this is probably why they had the conversation they had with him in June of 2023. If you
They're trying
read
to
it,
get him returned, huh?
yeah, he
Oh,
had
they're
to
trying
go
to get
pay.
him returned.
They let him hear them phone taps of what them niggas was saying. You know how they do. He had to
Yeah.
go pay, right? Uh,
Man.
Luke, I believe Luke has a fighting chance of separating himself from the RICO. Because if you
Yeah, because
read,
he just on the one thing.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
not. Everybody else is intermingled for 4 years. He's
Yeah.
not on the phone. He ain't talking to nobody. He got one thing, and that's it. So I think he got access.
Man. I heard a conversation between Brick baby mama or wife and Luce baby mama.
I haven't heard that.
I heard it. Man, Brick about to lose her already. It usually take 3 to 5 years.
What you mean?
She said she tired of his shit already. Oh,
Oh, she said that?
she said that on thing. She said, I'm tired of his shit already.
Well, I will say this. You can't lose what you never fully had on.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you told me that. You told me that.
Shout out Big Duck and
You told me that.
his little
I
ones and
forgot
his
about that.
offspring.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh man.
You know.
Okay. Wack. Did you get introduced to the music industry? Wack, how did you get? What is the story behind your name? Okay.
My
Everybody
first
go listen to
my
Vlad today.
first
Y'all see?
introduction, my first person I ever that gave me a business meeting was Dub C by means of Al Pittman. I don't know if you remember Al Pittman. He was
Yeah.
exhibits security from West Side.
Correct. Big
Um,
Al. Yeah.
yeah, I wrote a book in prison called Infiltration, and it was a 12 chapter book. And my idea was to put a CD on front of the book, but each chapter I wanted a different artist to create a song based on the chapter. So I met Dub C. We went to Tony Roma's in Burbank, and he gave me my first meeting there. And then my next encounter of the overall business of it. Well, actually, no. Let me start off. My first encounter of the idea to get off into music was through my big homie Lil Wolf from OVG, Harlan Morgan, which he started Wolfpack Records. He was doing the Roger Troutman Zapp project.
Mm.
He put together a studio. That's where me and J-Ro from the Alcoholics was living together when I paroled.
Okay.
And then there I met Al Pittman. And then I got the meeting set up with Dub C. And then my next, far as on the level, being able to see some shit, like some real shit, like being that atmosphere was
Mm.
uh you, Reg, when Pooh
Yeah.
brought me around, and then me and you start talking, and you allowed me to, ask you questions, and you start showing me shit like publishing and how this work and the catalog work. And then Ray J gave me first job, my first real job in the music industry as active manager. And through that, I put together the K-Slave relationship, and we put out Sexy Can I. That's where
Sexy kind
Detail
of my
come in.
boy Detail. Yeah. Yeah.
Detail at the time was homeless out of Detroit. Ray J brought him
Hmm.
back to Cali and talked
Yeah.
Sonya to let him live at the house. That's where that came from.
Okay. All right. Somebody just paid $10 to ask us this question, Wack. So your Texas gun case was dismissed by an interest of justice,
So this is what you got to do, right?
not from a bad search. Why do you lie about that? Is what he want to know. So go ahead.
What do you mean? Okay, but see, I think what they missing, Reg, was this. I only filed our motion. We stood on our motion. See, just because you strike a motion down,
Mm.
don't mean you walk away from the motion.
Because I
right?
seen you spend about $30,000-$40,000 fighting this case. I
No,
remember you
I
showed me
spent
something like that.
390.
Okay.
Now, hold on. I'm about to fuck you up, Reg. I
Okay.
had two attorneys. I
Okay.
had my point attorney in Cali, which you know who this is, but I never
Yeah.
told you it was, because I didn't trust Texas. So I went to my
Okay.
attorney in Cali, and he said, I'm a Jewish guy to Beverly Hills. They'll hang me in
They're
your
not out
motherfucking
there.
face.
Yeah.
So what he did was found the top attorney in that area.
Okay.
My attorney here wrote everything. You know who that was, Reggie?
Ooh.
Jeffrey Brody.
Yeah, Brody. Yeah, I heard you talk about
Nigga, you
Brody
know
before.
Jeff,
Yeah.
right? Jeffrey Brody was my attorney here. So he wrote up everything and he was sent it there. And then he was a top attorney in that area. So that was like our face. But I trusted it because everything he was doing was by Brody's direction. So,
Gotcha.
so the whole time all we had was one defense, illegal search and seizures in the trunk, right? I fought that case for 6 years. Now, Reggie, a lot of these dudes who really ain't fought cases and really been in this system, if you Google the definition of Texas law when dismissed in the interest of justice, it tells you only one person can exercise this, the
Yeah.
judge.
The judge. Yeah.
Okay, so Reggie, although the judge struck down the first motion, it didn't stop Brody from refouling, right? Challenging their strike and steadily shoving it down their throat. So you know what the judge did? The judge ain't stupid. If you got an arrested officer, right? Let's say he got 10 arrests where people been sent to the penitentiary, right? And the judge know that what he's looking at, that if it gets to a court higher than him, it'll fuck around and be granted. Because the thing is, how did you get to the trunk? Right?
Yeah. Legal search. Yeah.
Nobody's on no parole, probation.
Yeah.
The fucking drug dog never
Yeah. You
did.
don't smell weed or no alcohol.
And
There's no
Hefe,
reason.
dumbass,
Yeah.
bozo, I ain't never disrespected you. But me and Box, yeah, and I talk to Box when he calls me. Box called me this morning. He said, what is Aunt Hefe bozo ass talking about? Talking about you got my Rolls Royce shot up. Wack, my Rolls Royce was already shot up and gone before I even start fucking with you. But these is a lot of niggas who wasn't around. They play like they this, they play like they that. But this 2025, we
Yeah.
talking about 20, 25 years ago when shit's going on, right? So let's get
Yeah.
back to Texas. So you know what the judge did? He knows this nigga been sat here 6 years. He ain't ran out of money. Most of the times niggas run out of money. I'm on parole, bail where I gotta call in every Thursday. So the judge comes in and says, I'm gonna dismiss this in the interest of justice, right? My file is open. If you Google Texas interest of justice, Reg, you should have our guy Google it. Your guy that works with you.
John.
Google,
Yeah.
John, Google the definition of a dismissal under Texas law interest of justice. And it's going to tell you when the judge may deem that the evidence is a little shabby or this or that, the judge can step in and say, we're just going to let the whole case go.
Yeah. And the most important thing, y'all got to understand, Wack allegedly went out there because his brother had just got killed the day before. So, and the guy that allegedly did this was found now guilty. If Wack was working with him, and this is me just talking, I never said this to Wack before.
Yeah.
If Wack was working with him like these people want to try to indicate he was doing, trust me, that nigga would have got found guilty.
Well, first of all, I was going out there to pick my mother up.
Okay.
But she don't like to fly. Second of all, Aunt Hefe talking about 2 California niggas on the freeway. Hey, dummy, I'm 40 miles from Oklahoma border. My license is Oklahoma.
Oh, in Oklahoma at the time.
That
Yeah.
wasn't a red flag, stupid. Like, I don't know where you come from. You just be talking. but you sound dumb as a motherfucker. And you would never do a one-on-one like this with me, because I'll make you look dumb as fuck. This nigga saying, watch this. Now this is what's crazy. I gave up the main streets to beat the Texas case. Now this is where he's an idiot at. We all know, and Stutterbox to tell you, he's the one brought the case on his homies, right?
Because Stutterbox went in the police station at 3 a.m. in the morning and called and woke up somebody that I deal with from the house at 77th Division.
Hold on.
So
Well,
he need to stop that. All beat up.
We gonna get our box.
Okay.
Here's the common sense shit. In order for them, if I'm working two entities, right? In order for me to get Texas dropped based upon the main streets, right? That means the main streets gotta get convicted, right? The main streets beat their case, dummy.
Yeah.
So what the fuck would I've done for the main streets and the law to say, I'm gonna give you this, drop this? All the main streets case got dismissed.
Case
so
got
how
dropped.
you saying I gave them the main streets for Texas when the main streets all beat their case?
Yeah.
But you got these bozos who were never around. I ain't saying you ain't been around, but you wasn't around. All these niggas that be talking on the internet, let's keep it real. We knew the Damu, Paru, Hoovers, and Crip names that was ringing. None of these niggas, Reg, we ever heard of none of these niggas. I don't give a fuck how much time you say you did. In our day, age, and our time coming up, we ain't heard of you niggas until the last 3 years on YouTube. None of you niggas, we don't know none of you niggas. It's certain names that rung bells across LA County, period. You knew the name.
Yeah.
It's a fact, right? So now
that's true.
You got niggas 20 years later.
Yeah. I don't even know why I entertain them. Dumb as a motherfucker, bro. Okay. Here's somebody want to know, and I'm just asking the question because he paid $4.99. Sean Street, respect, and thank you for these super chats. I know there's no proof yet, but do you think people are going to roll on Snoop for his involvement, if any, with the big or Parks unaliving? Suge is vindictive.
Ain't got Suge over there lying. Snoop ain't got nothing to do. Snoop from Long Beach 20 Crip.
Y'all know I talk shit about Snoop for 3 years on this YouTube shit. I have never.
A lot of this shit come from people, bro, who couldn't even come off the porch when shit was going on, and they go to talking about it, don't know what they talking about. What the fuck Snoop got to do with some Crip nigga getting rushed in the casino?
Just because he allegedly did a song for some money in 2003 or whatever. So he didn't know. I don't even think he knew who Big Dre was. Y'all think everybody just know who everybody is.
And so what if he did, nigga? What, so what?
Yeah. Well, that would have been a little bit disloyal if he did that.
Nigga,
I don't think he knew it.
Tell me disloyal. I watched Suge about a month ago kiss Kanye West's ass. Kanye cool, Kanye this. But then I watched Suge sue Kanye, nigga. You know he sued Kanye when he got shot. See, I know, Reg. We know shit these niggas don't know. I watched him sue Kanye.
Well, I don't believe Suge. I don't believe. I don't believe Suge saying this shit. But
the nigga on my phone that got him shot told him, bitch ass nigga, the New York nigga, I'm the one had that done. Told him on my phone.
I'm gonna raise it higher. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like he said, next time I'm gonna spend $5,000 and have him raise that motherfucking barrel up a little higher.
Yeah.
He ain't do shit.
All right. Somebody say I'm an A&R with the ear. How can I A&R for you for free? Yeah. I don't know. Wack's in the game.
You don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be real. The music
is all about
anyway.
Social media. Yeah.
Give me a non-rapping artist that's working himself over a rapping artist that don't work themselves.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real. I don't want to have nothing to do with a nigga that got good music but no social media presence. Ain't nothing I can do with you.
I try to tell everybody all day, you got to work your social media. For anybody that want to do it, y'all pick up our book. I forgot the name of it. It's Confessions of a Label Boss. But y'all gotta do y'all social media. You're not getting no deals these days without social media. All right.
There's one super chat, Reggie, I've skipped a couple times, not on purpose, but it just I don't understand it. It's not really formed in the
What do you
question.
say? We might can understand it.
It says cooperation 2005 in Texas, but I don't know what that means.
He's talking about what we just talked about. The
Bro, I caught a
when,
case April
yeah,
15, 2000. Let me explain something to y'all. Y'all didn't find my case. I told the world about my case.
yeah.
Let's start right there. I tell the niggas about all my cases. I give you the case number and tell you where to go find it, right? I fought the case from 2005, 2010, 2011. So go pull it up. Willard County, Willard, Willard County, Shamrock, Texas. Go pull it up. Read it. Go pull it up. Read it. I fought it 6 years, nigga. I spent down there 400. 99% of you niggas ain't never seen 400,000 in your life. They been fucked it off on legal fees. Go pull it up, please. And a lot of y'all know, hey, listen, bro, there's a thing called illegal search and seizure, bro. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Nigga just can't pull you out and search your shit. It's one thing if it's in the cab of the car. It's another one when it's in the trunk. You get what I'm saying? So all you got to do is go in there and say, well, where was the probable cause to search the vehicle? You know they charged me down there $7,000-8,000 to rent a car place because they tore the car apart because they was trying to find something in the car to justify something and they couldn't. Because the dog ran around the car 15 times, no hit. But it's on the surveillance of the squad car. You know what? I'm going to call and see if I could get that surveillance. I might be able to. The attorneys that dealt with it, I'm going to call them Monday and see if they got it. If so, we'll put it up on the internet.
Yeah. Okay. All right, John, go ahead.
We don't have any other more. We don't have any more.
Well, super chat. Okay. Gene changing his name in the movie. Okay. Yeah.
Who's Gene?
No, I know it. He said Greg, but I said Greg, but I don't want to answer that
Greg
question.
changed who name?
He said Greg. Why did Greg change your name in the movie? Is what he's asking. He don't know.
They changed everybody's name in the movie. Nigga,
No.
the dude that played Uncle Jerome, who pulled up in the Rolls Royce at the donut shop, is Stutterbox in real life. They call him Stutterbox.
Yeah.
They changed everybody, motherfucking name in the movie. But again, you don't see me doing nothing but driving the truck, nigga. Standing in the back of the truck telling them, and really they was straight stud magazines. That's what it was. Me and K-Slay had the magazine together. Like, the magazines, bro, what you looking for? I don't know.
They changed some people's name and then they didn't change some. But to Wack's point is he had nothing on that case. He found the tracker.
I was a person of interest.
Yeah.
I wasn't
because the person y'all should be mad at that about that on that it should be Stutterbox, the guy you be up here defending, LA. The guy you always defending is the one that lied on the man.
Tell LA send his number, and I'll call him with Stutterbox on the phone, and Stutterbox will tell him.
Yeah, it's LA scandalous. That's who it is. You know them. They build their channel. They won't have a channel if they're not talking about me or you. Yeah. But I'm just addressing them, giving them the opportunity, to address their questions because they'll never get us on their channel, But I try to get it, just to be transparent because we don't give a fuck.
I only know I knew the Poochie character, the Suge, Biggie, Puffy characters, the Stutterbox character.
They changed Stutterbox, Teresa's. They didn't change my name in the motherfucker.
What about the cop dude who was fucking with Suge's wife or something? Was that his real name?
Kevin Gaines, yeah, that's his real name.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they did it. All you gotta do is look at it. Nigga, the truck driver played no.
Yeah, everybody knew it was supposedly you, so. They just trying to be,
But you know how they knew that, Reg? I told them.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm the one told
Gotcha.
them. They only know about
Gotcha.
the movie because I told them.
Gotcha.
I told them, go look in the book. Now in the book, they didn't change my fucking name.
Okay.
You go pull the book up, you go to the murder rap, you go to the chapter stutter box, you see my pictures of my 30th birthday party, you see my name, real name, you see Stutterbox real name, where they saying Stutterbox put them on me. They followed me for 9 months, only to find that I run a string of small businesses. They was doing nothing illegal. Go pull up the book called Murder Rap, go to the chapter Stutterbox. You'll see my real name, my real face, pictures, Stutterbox name, Suge name, pictures of me and Suge. But see, they're not going to go do that. You know why? Because it debunks the bullshit they say.
Exactly. Yeah, they only, yeah.
They
They
ain't going
like
to do
to change the narrative. Okay. All right. So, Reggie, I don't care what Choke say. I think you're solid. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. But Choke is a snitch from New York that has no business. He just sitting reading up, throwing up his own opinion. We all can
that.
sit
He's
up and say,
another nobody,
yeah,
Reg,
that
that
got beat up
nobody
and slapped
ever heard
around the
of.
label he was. He was
Hey,
with.
bro, let me tell you the dumbest shit I see Choke do, and I had to say it. See, this is where these niggas that don't come from, we come from. The nigga was like, he put a picture up of a 63 Chevy.
Mhm.
He said, there go the Impala that dude used to kill Big. Nigga, that wasn't no 63 Chevy, you dumbass nigga.
I tell you, they just be
They
boy.
just be saying shit. I be like, wait, bro. But then you got to remember, a lot of these dudes had nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah,
Like, they're oblivious. If you ask a lot of these dudes, everything they saying, they done read on the internet. They can't call one nigga, walk you into one something, show you no footage, show you no photo, nothing. They literally came from nothing. Period.
yeah. So why are we some weirdos? Because we transparent and respond to questions that makes us weirdos. I bet you probably somebody that's living with your mama, and yeah, I
Yo, you
ain't
see
gonna
this
get into it.
crazy narrative they running on Big U and his son?
Oh, let's talk about that. I saw that. Yeah,
Bro, now
that's
look,
crazy.
bro.
Okay.
This one of the gripes I do got with Big U. And I'm gonna be a bigger man than him.
Okay.
Big U know my son. Know him
Yeah.
well. Watched him grow up. And you get niggas that run with a narrative, Wack's son is gay. Listen, my nigga, if my son was gay, his lover would have been came out and got famous. This is a fact.
Yeah.
So I really didn't appreciate that I always looked out for Big U kids, that he didn't
Yeah.
speak for my son. So now they saying Dayon, the one that plays for the Chargers, is gay. They're saying that
Oh, I saw that.
Big
I
U
saw that article.
killed Rayshawn Williams
John,
because
put up that article. I sent it
him
to you
and
last night.
they're saying Big U killed Rayshawn Williams, allegedly,
Yeah.
because him and his son was gay partners and Big U didn't want it to get out, right? They're saying that Big U says in the indictment that tells his son, don't talk to nobody about the murder. Now, you dummies, Big U got 3 sons. Dayon has never in life been involved in street activity, ever, right? There's nothing gay about Dayon Henley. There's nothing gay about that man. There's nothing wrong with that young man. I'm not gonna be like Big U and let that shit ride. That's a motherfucking lie. The
Yeah.
narrative y'all trying to drive is some bullshit. It's a lie. I seen that nigga at Hefe nigga do that. Right? I'm like,
Damn.
damn, bro, you really did that? It's nothing. Bro, dude played for the Chargers, bro. I've been
Led the
knowing this
team in
young man.
tackles this year.
I've
He
been
led
knowing
it was yeah.
I've been knowing this man since he probably been about 6,
8.
7,
Yeah.
8, some shit like that,
Yeah.
right? Watched him grow up, all that. It's nothing feminine. There's nothing soft. There's nothing gay about Dayon Henley. You stupid motherfuckers. Big U has 3 sons. So in the paperwork, when you hear him say, they say he called his son and told him not to talk about the murder, right? Dayon is not involved in street and gang activity. Never has been. None of us or anybody around never addresses him, gang talks him, hangs out. That's not him. So y'all get off that bullshit, bro, saying that this man, that was a good friend of his. Yeah, they play football, but Pop Warner football, not college or not pro football. They played for the Crenshaw Colts or whatever they was back then, right? That was when they was youngsters, right? Maybe till they was
I thought they
14.
played. I thought his sons played
They might
Malibu
have
or
been at
something.
Crenshaw High.
Yeah.
They might have went to Crenshaw High together, but then Dayon left and went up to Reno. He went to Reno, and from Reno he went wherever he went. Ended up where he's at. I don't know if Rayshawn continued to college. I don't know that. Far as he wore his chain, hey bro, niggas do that. Some of you grown niggas is wearing other niggas' jewelry. You know this shit, Reds. Like that ain't no motherfucking sign of a nigga being gay. Nigga got 4 or 5 Cubans here, my nigga. We going to the club. Niggas do that. Watches and shit, nigga. Here you go. Rock that. Niggas do that. Like that ain't. I don't. Y'all trying to drive this narrative, bro. And I don't.
They know that Tupac gave all the outlaws his jury when he was in New York, so they know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Big U, but that shit y'all saying about his son is wrong, bro. Y'all wrong. Y'all the line. Not cool. You niggas is driving and creating a narrative that doesn't even make sense. Big U killed. Bro, I had a dude saying, what'd he say? If it would have got out that he was gay, NFL would have dropped him. Hey, bro, it's NFL players that they came
ain't.
out.
They want a face. They want a
don't
face.
care about that.
Yeah.
But Dayon Henley is not gay. He's not feminine. He's not soft. I'm doing for Big U what he should have did for my son, because like I know his son, he knows my son. And I'll never forget one day he said, bro, Dayon, I want to be in the lane of your son. Like I don't want my Dayon to be like my other sons. You know, they fell off into it. Dayon don't have a gang name on the street. He's Dayon. You get what I'm saying? His other kids got gang names on the street. You get what I'm saying? So y'all need to kill that narrative, bro. That shit ain't cool. It's not cool, bro.
Okay. Well, respect for saying that, Wack. Really respect for saying that. That's one thing I try to. I hate that we do, and I do it, but I hate that we do it. That we bring the kids and the wives involved into our bullshit. Yeah.
Well, we do it. That's how it go. But he's totally wrong.
Scoop, we we don't. Why would he want to run a marathon on guys that really don't get no views? So that's why sometimes I blew up a guy channel by responding to him, and that was one of the biggest mistakes of my life. Yeah.
And I told you not to. I say, Red.
Yeah.
Don't do this. No.
John argue with me every time I do a video. You and John both be on me about that. Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. He got 25,000 views now, 26,000 subscribers, and he think he the shit.
Yeah. I mean, as much shit as these people talk, this is the open stage, bro. They got to come at me with the real shit.
Somebody said, why did he have an issue with Tupac's lyric, let him recognize from Long Beach to Rosecrans?
I thought that was DJ Quick. I didn't know it was Wack.
I ain't got no fuck.
That was DJ Quick, brother.
Not Keefy D. They said, why did Keefy D have an issue?
Oh, why Keefy D? Well,
because he said he ain't from Compton. Keefy D whole shit is, nigga, you ain't from Compton. You know what Keefy D like. Nigga,
and that's a shot at Paru. That's mainly thing. That's a shot because
but he's saying in general, you know, nigga, you ain't from Compton, nigga. So
or you ain't no Paru. Yeah,
that's what that was.
That's all that was. It's just that was a Crip Paru thing. In Compton, Londra is considered a Crip area. Rosecrans is considered Parus. There's some gangs, some Crip gangs off of Rosecrans, but I can only think of one, which is Santana Block. And then there's some, and there's no Paru gangs that's really off of Londra Boulevard. It's the real reason. Yeah. Did Pac smash Wack's wife? Okay. I don't know, but
I
you
wasn't
only
even
worry about, and I
around
try to
no
teach you
fucking
youngsters,
bro.
you only worry about what a woman did with their
No,
pussy.
but Reggie, fuck all
Oh,
that.
yeah. All right.
We didn't know no damn Tupac, bro.
Mhm.
You know that. These niggas think I knew Pac, met Pac, was around Pac.
Yeah.
I was in prison, right? I didn't get involved in the music business until I got out of prison. 2000, 99, 01, Pac been dead. I had to tell a dude the other day, he said, Wack, I seen you nigga in videos with Pac and that you a motherfucking lie. You're a lie. Wack, you drove Suge around. I said, that's something you got off the internet. Suge don't let no nigga drive that nigga around. But what's his name? Tez, or what's the tall nigga name? Security?
Marquez, Big Quiz. Yeah.
Marquez. That nigga ain't. But you tell this nigga Suge don't trust people like that?
Yeah. Hey, you say that I built this channel off of another man's name. Well, number one, I don't talk about Tupac every day,
First of
but
all, no,
John had
no,
named
no,
this.
no. But Reg,
Go ahead.
that was your era. What you mean?
Yeah,
They can't take that's your era, hands
yeah.
on dealing with that.
But in
Who else?
fairness, too, this channel was name bombed first 5 years before I even said a word on it.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so
There's nobody else in this world that can have the conversations you have outside of Suge, and he gonna lie about shit. It's only two of y'all.
and I'll give Edie the Outlaws some credit,
But
as
Outlaws
far
can
as the
have,
music, the music. Yeah,
yeah, they're dealers. We talking about that 11 months, that 10, 11 months
yeah.
at Death Row. Nobody knew the intricate details of that shit but y'all.
And John can debate you on any of you guys in here about his music and lyrics. I can't, but John can. So
That was
I
his
think
job.
yeah. And he started from a fan perfection. He started off as a fan.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, John Street, you say, I'm from Philly. Why do you think people move to extortion instead of enterprising? If everybody together, the movement will be crazy. Thank you for that super chat. I'll let Wack answer that.
I
Um,
don't know, bro. I've never been into extorting. I'm
okay.
into enterprising. You know that, Reggie.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
I got people that it took me years, Vlad, 10 years
Yeah.
to be able to. Vlad never told you Wack tried to squeeze me when I wouldn't talk to him or do no business with him.
No.
Me 10 years to get it right. It took me
Yeah.
2 years for me and academics to come together.
Yeah.
6ix9ine used to diss me before he got into his situation and went to jail, right? So my contract for Floyd Mayweather took me 12 months to get.
Yeah.
12 months.
Yeah.
R&B watched me. She said, "You're very patient." So I'm always moving towards enterprising. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Always. So that's always. I feel like you heard. I got a Reg. Did I see recording Adele and Luce Cannon?
Oh,
You
no.
hear
Which
Dale
one?
on there say I always did good business with Wack. Nigga can make money 1,000,000 times with Wack. And Reg, you know how I am, right? You know, like I didn't have niggas call and tell me, Wack, I know this ain't enough, but I'm hurting. It's
Yeah.
real shit. It may be
Yeah.
something I may tell a nigga 20,000. The nigga talking about he got 12.5. I'm
Yeah.
hurting. And I'm like, bro, what you mean? I'm fucked up, bro. I need 5,000 to get caught up and I'm broke. The
Yeah.
12.5 will come in. I tell the nigga send me 2,500. I didn't did it for 75 off, but
Yeah.
because my man say he hurting, go ahead take the dime. Homie, pay your shit. But this is why, Reg, guys like you and people that know me, certain people can't say shit about you. Be like, you don't know Wack. That I can't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I
That's not
tell.
his
Yeah.
character. Not
I
the
tell
character.
people all the time, yeah, hey, there's very little that Wack can do to me to make me ever turn on him. And that's probably just
It,
spitting in my face or something.
not his
Yeah,
character. It's not his character. You know my
yeah,
character. They get caught up
yeah.
on the character Wack 100 and they get mad. It's crazy because it's like I've changed the narrative of exposing paperwork
Oh,
before.
I do have a bone to pick with you though.
What up? What up?
Why have you confronted academics yet about him talking to that little boy yet? Why you haven't gotten that yet?
I did.
You
I was
did,
on
okay.
Act Live like 2, 3 hours.
Okay, all right, cool.
Way back.
I
Remember when he
missed it.
disappeared
Yeah,
and he came back? I was one of the first ones on his live. I
okay,
did.
okay, all right,
I
cool.
did. Yeah, I did. I definitely did that. I told him, nigga, you
Because
need
I
to.
did a video saying I said that might draw me not to mess with Wack if he don't check academic.
No, I did.
Okay.
I told him.
All
I
right.
told him straight up. I don't think you don't even need to be on anything with any minors.
Okay.
Period. Because a lot of these dudes these days are taking this word trolling and they
Yeah.
playing with it. Nah, nigga, that's disrespect. Nigga, that ain't trolling. Nah, Whack 'em, no. To the world, you saying it. And then when we get on the phone, you say I was trolling. No, nigga.
Yeah.
Right? So, nah, Whack, dude trolls us. No, he's a minor. So what you need to do, if you don't understand what you can't play with him on, you don't need to be on nothing with no minors. You need to be on something that regardless of what you say, it may sound weird, but it's an adult you saying it to.
Yeah. So I know you're a Reggie hater, but also actually Mike Wayne, you say that was none of my business. To protect kids is always a grown adult business, bro. I don't know where you from,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I believe in protecting the kids and
That's our question.
the weak. Yeah. Big homie CC says you're a fan. You know, big homie CC is a cool dude, but he's a
He's a
troll.
liar.
But he's a troll. He's a faker.
He's a faker.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
exposed him. Now remember, his whole movement was what he was saying about these celebrities he did security. I
Yeah.
exposed him with the niggas that he ain't did security for none of these dudes. Since then, he been talking about everything but that. But Big Homie
Yeah.
CC is like Orlando Brown or Unc 607 Unc. They just say shit. And I can't get mad about the nigga getting paid for saying shit. I just exposed him like, bro, stop saying shit about these entertainers I fuck with because I will bring these niggas on here. One thing you know, Reg, Wack will call
You
these
can pick up
niggas.
the phone. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
get to
and
them.
they'll
Yeah.
pick up and come on here
Yeah.
and tell the truth about it. So
Yeah.
other than that, man, do your thing, go lie, tell them you beat up a giraffe and nigga, shit. You went to school, you threw
Yeah.
up the king. I don't give a fuck. You
Talk
know,
to
that's it.
Talk to Chow. And I like big homie CC. But I don't like people lying for clout. Reggie, I know you see this. How is you credible? What am I lying about? You tell me what I'm lying
Reggie, you
about.
talking about
I
ask that dude how old he is.
Yeah, you tell
Go
me.
right there.
Yeah. If you tell me what I'm lying about, I'll try to address your question. My thing is people always say I'm lying or this, and my question always be what I'm lying about. Tell me what I'm lying
Reggie,
about, and
look,
we can discuss it.
Reg,
Yeah.
I didn't watch Business. I didn't seen the back parking lot bullshit. I didn't seen intricate things that happen in the penthouses. We didn't been on the battlefield. I didn't watch you defend us, right? We didn't move here, we didn't move there. So if it ain't a motherfucker, bro, that didn't come from it and ain't
Yeah.
been around it, it ain't no sense in talking to these niggas because these niggas, they don't even know what they talking about. Half these niggas was stealing their daddy's nuts. You understand what I'm saying? That's like my son coming on here and he 30, telling you about what you talking about. And niggas be like, well, he 30. Yeah, but when you do the math, nigga, he born in 94.
Yeah.
Right? You can say,
Scanlon, Los Angeles. So you asking me to he told you I'll get you and your boyfriend on the phone. You know who I call your boyfriend, and we'll call him. And he said he'll get you on the phone with Mark Stevens.
Now here
And
it
Mark
goes. This
Stevens.
the thing, right? This the thing. If you gonna read the real paperwork, not the fake shit dude made. He made a fake document where he started putting my real name in it. If you read it, it says CS2 is a low-level drug dealer who's in fear that if found out, his family will be harmed by the main streets. See, these are the things they leave out about this CS2 dude, right? Nigga, I ain't never had a dope case in my life. And
Yeah.
if I was a dope dealer, best believe I wouldn't have been a low-level dope dealer. And best believe I don't have no family that I got to worry about that live in the main streets. I'm not from Main Street. My neighborhood is probably about 18 miles from Main Street. 18 to 20 good miles. So if you go read it, but again, you probably a dude from Scandinavia or something who don't understand what you reading. You got to tell yourself, well, it gives a description of who this dude is and what he does in the streets. Does it fit my description?
Yeah. Quizo 36. So I said, I guess you're about 36. So to Wack's point, you're probably a child, but you're saying, I took Shiv's ex-wife. It wasn't his ex-wife, number one. It was a baby mama. But I took her down to meet with them, and I believe in doing that. I believe, and that's my job as security. If they want to talk to you, to take them down there. Is whether you start running your mouth is when you're snitching. And on my Memphis case, they all out. Everybody from Great Street is out. You
Who
have
he
never
talking
heard
about? He
anybody
talking
from.
about the homegirl? Wait. He
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about the
yeah,
homegirl?
yeah, yeah.
He don't
There was
know.
on some stuff that went down in Vegas. They that I told them about. You know, me, I tell it. They didn't even know about it. I told them about it and talking to that Phil Carson, but now I'm on 137 because I took someone down as my job to talk and meet with them. But that's because they're young and they never been in any trouble, and they don't know that's sometimes the best way to deal with stuff. And the mayor of Compton, he was being crooked. I hate crooked politicians and
Oh yeah,
crooked
but you
police
never
officers.
fucked with him anyway.
Exactly. So, all right, scandalous. This is Reggie. Tell him I challenge him to $10,000 right now. You have to show it and put it in escrow. Everybody always talking about money, but you put it in escrow. And he said, I'll challenge right now on this live show us where is a CS2 was a low level drug dealer. Ask him that, Reggie. Okay.
Go, this what he gotta do, bro. Cause the other nigga Deuce M's created a whole fake document where all of a sudden it said Cash Jones. Like it was crazy.
Okay.
So
That's why you said the real one when you said it.
all you
Yeah.
gotta do is go pull it up under Liddell Rawls. That's Dale Dog name.
Okay.
Pull that document up under that paperwork, then read it. Fuck with this bullshit they got. You go pull up Liddell Rawls, right? And then read it. You can't give me an AKA. I ain't never been a back, nigga. I know you
Yeah.
like you read the fuck. You think just giving me a whole nother name.
Yeah. Screw data dude. They should have beat. Knowing what we know about Jay Reed now, he deserved that ass whooping. That's all we're gonna say on that. Anybody, pedophiles and molesters and people that beat up on old people and handicaps and all of them, they should have their ass whooped every chance they get. So
Female
that's our answer to that.
sodomizers and all
Yeah.
that. But then
Well,
again, even on that,
well,
bro, even on
sodomizer by
that, you know it's crazy because the niggas
sodomizer by force. Female getting sodomized by force. Some women like that shit. Some like that.
that lady in that paperwork, nigga was in
Got you.
pain, excruciating pain, and nigga and went down to the
It,
doctor.
NBA fan, hey, where are you from? If you're not from Compton, how could you know anything about my dealings as a cop?
You
So
don't.
exactly. Get somebody from Compton to back up what you're saying, then we'll debate it. Truth
The
ATL, Reggie,
grandbaby just left.
respectfully. Respectfully,
Grandbaby.
Reggie, how you feel about the LA's, my bad, Valley Street dudes? Okay. Well, they go to the same county jail. Did you know that?
I don't
They
get.
go
I
to the
don't think
same.
these people understand, bro.
I'm from
LA
45, and this
County.
is not. our era at
LA
all.
County is made up of 88 cities,
Yeah.
right? We all go to the same county jail, nigga.
That's what they got to understand. I got to keep pushing
We,
that to you youngsters, that the reason why most people are in gangs and stuff like that is because of territory, and when they go to clubbing, and when they go to the jails and all of that, and they go to LA. Guys in the Valley goes to LA County jail.
I'm
They
gonna
have
be
to deal with
real,
the
bro. We
same
from
politics.
Pacoima. We from the east side of the valley, homie. We from
Okay.
the nigga. We got projects. That
Yeah.
Snowfall movie y'all watch, that's Pacoima, nigga. Them Pacoima projects, right? We got everything a nigga got over there. It's just like Long Beach. We dominate our city. It's an all blood city, Paru City. Long Beach are all Crip City, right? So Long Beach, you got Pomona, you got a lot of cities. These niggas, Hawthorne, it's real gangs over there.
Yeah.
Like,
And Lulu,
you can go over there playing if you want to, and then you'll figure it
you'll
out.
find out. If
But
the blacks
nigga,
won't teach you,
but
if the
nigga, I'm gonna
blacks
tell
won't
you
teach you, the
this:
Mexicans will tell you.
the
If the
city of
blacks won't teach you, the
Pacoima,
Mexicans will teach you.
when it comes to blacks and the essays,
Yeah.
bro, you got a very dominant presence
Yeah.
behind these walls. You
They-
don't,
yeah.
yeah. And I'm gonna be real with you, bro. It was an era that Pacoima was the heartbeat of the protection of that motherfucking death row. Yeah.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
So end of
I
the
agree.
day, Dago, we ain't taking nothing from them. The homies from Pomona, 456, Pasadena. It's a lot of cities that's not as popular. Compton, you gotta remember, Compton's popularity came from what to the world. That's the city where the most rappers come from in California. It's Compton. Let's just be
Yeah.
real. If it would have been a nigga from motherfucking Inglewood, it went crazy there, or whatever went crazy. Gardena's a real city right next to Compton. You get what I'm saying? And
That's
it's
why they call Compton the hub city, because it's surrounded by all those cities. But yeah.
so
The mayor is the police boss, not in Compton. We have a city manager. We have 5 elected officials, and they each have a vote. So no, the mayor is not like the city of LA, Lulu. Just so you know, they just have one vote. That's all they really have. But they have a city manager that really runs it. Now, the 5 people on the council do control the city manager job, who's ultimately the police chief boss. But all of them are civil service. And so it's hard to get rid of a civil service employee. Just so you know, Lulu. Mr. Jones, want to be your first podcast you sign? Okay, okay. I think he got shit. All those people on Clubhouse is pretty much up under his wing. But he said he want to be your first. He wants to be your first podcast you sign. Gangster of Love. Uh, Wack, my guy. But it's hard to believe he didn't know about some of the big U dealings. I can understand the plausibility, deniability, though. Red
huh?
October, what are you trying to say, though? I
He
mean,
said what?
he said, Wack, you my guy, but it's hard to believe he didn't know about some of the big U dealings.
Hey,
I
yo,
don't
these
think he,
niggas is weird. Yo, where's that dude from? Please. What I want
yeah,
to know where that dude's from. Cause I'm trying to understand the mentality of these niggas.
I don't know.
Do
He
these
said
niggas
Red
do,
October, so that would make me
I
think
don't
of
know what
Russia,
the
to be
fuck that
honest.
is, nigga.
Red October is Russia, if you ask me. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
like, hey, bro, out here, if you don't fuck with a nigga don't got you in their business, bro.
Yeah. Now, in fairness, let me just say this, because I know it's a video out there about 10 years ago with Reggie Wright talking shit, where I said Wack, Big U, and Suge played niggas out of towners like a ping pong or something like that. That was just me talking shit of what I believe that was
Wait, I'm
going
gonna
on.
be
But
listen. You know, Suge did his dance, and um, Big U around me, we tied him into business.
yes,
You
correct.
ain't got no artist that could ever tell you Wack pressed him, robbed him, or No, nigga, we did business.
Correct.
Tit for tat. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, the bartering system. You do this, I could do that.
It's favors. All about,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm gonna be real. I will say this about Suge. A lot of his dealings was based on monies that had been owed to him.
Correct.
I can't
Definitely what he
front.
get in trouble for. Yeah.
People owed
Yeah.
him, and this is his way he went about getting it. But they
Getting
really
his
owed
money.
him.
Correct. Correct. If y'all listen to to back up what Wack is saying, to listen to the Akon story. Akon pretty much said, I was going to pay him. Suge just wanted to be paid that night. and I wasn't in position. I was out clubbing and partying. I wasn't ready to pay him that night, but I was gonna take care of him that week. Even though it was my artist that, and which is the craziest thing, it was my dealings with the guy that Suge thought he was owed money for with detail. That's
You know it
crazy.
started with me. Sexy can I?
Yeah.
I told the nigga
Well,
we ain't giving you nothing.
yeah, yeah. And
So
he didn't
he,
even know who Detail was. I the one to introduce him to Detail.
yeah,
And Ray
he
J the one to
passed it to
introduce me to
y'all.
Ray J and Ray J and Young Buck introduced me to Detail.
I said, bro, Ray J ain't giving you nothing. He tried to squeeze Ray J for 70 cents. Like, nigga,
Yeah.
Ray J ain't giving you nothing. You
He
stupid.
had no dealings with him. That was me and my boy from Colorado. True that entertainment.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, I
Okay,
don't believe Wack is snitching. So why won't he take a polygraph on why y'all think people and end up
Hey, bro,
into
you
the
guys ain't
rumors? It
nobody.
will help a little
Look,
with public.
first of all,
Yeah. She paid. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on, let me just say this. April, I appreciate that super chat. Thank you. But we got to respond to you because we got to respond to you. So go ahead. Go ahead, Wack.
first of all, y'all ain't nobody. I'm gonna be real. We just entertain y'all because y'all the traffic for the numbers. You guys ain't nobody for us to say, I'm gonna take a polygraph. Nigga, where's some paperwork at to say that I'm snitching? The day, listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. The day that I ever decided to snitch, you know why you gonna know? Reggie, why they gonna know? I'm gonna tell you.
Gonna tell you. Gonna tell it. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, hey nigga, this how I went, this what it did, this why I did it, and that's what it is. Incredible diapers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell
Gangster Love. He's throwing a lot of shout outs to you, Wack. Just remember that name. He's a big supporter of yours.
Got you.
A guy named Gangster Love. He really want to fuck with you one day. Salute Teeth. Side of the crash outs.
Oh, that's
Uh
TBG.
okay. Yep.
Crash Out
Yep. You're
Squad,
right. Yep.
homicide, yeah.
Respect. Okay. Thanks for that super
He
chat.
out of Inglewood. He out of Inglewood.
Oh, Eaglewood. Okay, local dude. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Well, I know we've been on for a while, and Wack, man, I appreciate you.
I mean,
Y'all
look,
get y'all
bro,
let.
it's crazy 'cause when I show up like this, they don't never. I got a dude, this dude said, ain't no way Wack didn't know. Reg, I'm pretty sure you got an ex-girlfriend, right?
No, just my wife.
No,
I
you
never had
got
a girlfriend. I never
no.
had a girlfriend before that. I just have some baby mamas, but no girlfriends.
Okay, baby mama, right? Do you keep up with what your baby mama doing, bro?
Oh my God, no. The last thing is on my mind,
What makes these dudes think
especially
if
once
you
my
don't
daughters
fuck with
became
somebody,
15, 16.
if
Yeah,
you don't fuck with somebody, that you're keeping up with what they're doing, that the shit that's supposed to be a secret,
that's
you're gonna
true.
know
That's a good
about.
point.
Like these dudes is, I don't get where they psyche at. Like, why would I know what he's doing in the dark?
Okay, let me play devil advocate on that. Let me play devil advocate on that because I said I was going to ask. I told him I was going to ask you the hard questions. It does look. It does look to untrained eye. I know law enforcement don't tell informants nobody when they're gonna do a raid because one of them motherfuckers get hurt, it'll be hell to pay.
That's why I
But
thought it was Cap.
yeah, that's what I want to say though. The timing of y'all coming out with the audio and which I believe sped up the rest. I'll be honest. I believe once the feds heard that, they was like, "Ooh, this nigga might run," and let's do it. And then Loose
But you gotta
Cannon
remember, Reg,
and
we
Brick
don't
Baby.
know
Let me
that
just say
side of
this,
it,
and then you
right?
can answer. Loose Cannon and Brick Baby sitting down on Adam, pretty much kissing and making up the day before the raid happened. It would make a conspiracy person look different. Look at it, with a raised eyebrow.
Yeah, but
So I think. Go ahead.
Brick Baby and Luce got to do with me?
Well, everybody look at as you and Luce as partners
See,
until
this is
in
what's
the last
weird.
week or two,
I'm
y'all
gonna
were
slow
kind of
down.
going at it. Yeah,
No, I ain't start going at it with shit. That was him, right?
correct. You're right. He got mad because you didn't back him on one of his plays. Yeah,
Nigga, I said I didn't believe it. I
and
don't
like you
look.
always told me, you came. Matter of fact, that was the day that we did Vlad together. Matter of fact, y'all go check out
I
me and
don't
Wack.
run plays.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. You told me right there. You said Luce is mad at me right now, Red, because I'm not backing. He said all I got is my credibility. It
That's
was your
it.
exact words to me.
I got.
Yeah.
Listen, who I was. Oh,
Me and you got into it for a minute on the Hario thing because you said, "Nigga, without paperwork, don't come on my channel saying that shit."
that's
Yeah,
it. So,
yeah,
like I told Luce, you come to me because I was a man of a certain stature, and I got that way being a certain way. So I'm not gonna go your way,
yeah,
right? So him going on there with Brick Baby had nothing to do with me. I wasn't there. I've never seen Brick Baby a day in my life. I'm gonna be
yeah.
real. I looked at it all weird as a motherfucker. Everything
Okay.
was looking
And you
weird to
kind of was
me.
going at him a little hard. You was going at him if they
But
really
I
watched that
told him
episode.
because I said, homie, it's weird because what I heard did come out your mouth. I can't
Yeah,
respect it.
yeah.
I didn't heard what come out your mouth about this man. I didn't heard what this man said about you. But those previous weeks, when Adam had Brick on the phone, my antennas went up that day.
Okay, you saw it. Okay,
Brick like, nigga, we was both over there with our,
okay,
right? So at that point in time, my antennas is up.
okay.
So then when the SWAT thing come, I didn't support it.
Okay.
So I
Yeah,
think
you
maybe,
didn't.
I think, you know I
It
did.
bothered you. I know it bothered you. We was on the phone, you was on the road, and it was bothering you. I was like, well,
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah, yeah,
so I
yeah,
think at that time between
yeah,
those things happening
yeah,
and something else going on the world don't know
yeah,
on the
yeah.
business side, I think in my mind, he took that as opportunity to
To
start some fake
distance.
shit.
To distance. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, Wack, this is a good question. Wack, and I don't know if you want to expose it because I know you kind of told me in private before we came on the line. But my boy Tom Robb, I think he's from the UK. He's a good dude. He wanted to know, have you heard anything from Luce? Because his wife and what's that other girl? Brick wife was saying that they've been missing. Uh, but I know
Yeah,
you can expose something to that. Yeah.
yeah. I talked to Luce attorney today, and well, you know, that's who I was talking to when you,
Correct.
yeah,
Was trying to get you on. That's why we started
and
a little late.
Friday, yeah, Luce had a little fight, Luce in the hole.
Oh, he had a fight already.
He had a squabble. You know, Luce gonna squabble. Right? They know Luce ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? So he in jail. Niggas
Why
say
Brick
something to
haven't?
him.
Why wasn't Brick able to get to the phone?
I
What's
don't.
his?
I can't tell you about
Yeah.
Brick.
Okay.
You know me. I don't know why Brick. I mean, what I do know is Brick and Luce was in the same
Area sale or
area
whatever.
because I
Yeah.
heard them on the phone together. So
Correct. Correct.
you know, maybe it's shit. You know, niggas got enemies. They from 6-0.
So he in the shoe then. Yeah.
I don't know how the feds work. I don't know if they just got a whole
Yeah.
bunch.
They call it access the shoe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Damn. Okay.
I don't know if Brick was involved. I don't know.
Well, his wife was claiming, but she kind of seemed like she done. But like we said, she
Brick,
might
because
have
I
been
just
done.
seen something. My man Ghost, because I wasn't gonna speak on it, but my man Ghost just sent me a link. They saying Luce got jumped and some crazy shit. He just had a fight from what I hear. He
Okay.
could have got rushed. I mean, nigga, that come with it.
Yeah.
But, you know, Luce gonna fight back. You know, he ain't finna do no ducking or no running from that. But I do know he in a hole because when the legal went to go see him, he was in a hole.
John, that's gonna be our title right there when you title this. Side of the crash out squad salute. Yep, respect again. Keep it G. Okay, I think I answered that. John, where we at on numbers and stuff? How we looking, baby? Talk to me.
We're at about 855 people.
Okay.
We're about
And
2 hours and 50 minutes in already, so we're
How many?
run it up to at least 3 hours for sure.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to 3, John. Let me know when we at 3.
Okay, 15
Wack,
minutes.
how physically strong was Suge in his prime? I might can answer that question a little bit.
Very strong. I wrestled with that nigga. That nigga was strong.
I'm about to tell a story about me in the swimming pool.
That nigga was
One
strong.
time, yeah, he was there. He picked me up out of the water one time and slammed me in the water when we was playing basketball one time.
He was
and
a
I
defensive end.
Yeah.
6'5" or whatever that nigga is, 290, 300, that moved like a middle linebacker.
And full of steroids.
That nigga was strong as a motherfucker.
He was strong though. Reggie, please ask Wack.
That nigga was strong.
Yeah. Okay. Why did Stutterbox and Mark Stevens both say he was? I didn't ask that. What you trying to give? Soundbite? I didn't ask him that question, but I'll ask him again. And you challenged him to $10,000, so we say put it in escrow and he'll get him on the phone. But I'll ask him.
Box on the phone.
Yeah. So Mark,
Box gonna tell the truth.
All right, so Scanless, you get your tape recorder ready, and if Wack and Stutterbox agree to get on the phone, I'll do the 3-way call.
Hold on.
All right, so I asked the question for you, Stutterbox. I don't want you and your boy saying that I dodged y'all questions and all of that. I didn't hear every question y'all typed in. I don't know what happened to your boy, Deuce. He disappeared on us. What happened? He had to go to work at Walmart. Walmart called him in?
No, he already was a custodian. No, for real.
I believe that.
For real.
I believe that. He like playing with broomsticks.
She work at an eyelash bar. They up in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
He been up there 15 years. All the woofing he doing, he in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Wedgie. Now you think you're gonna get an answer from me calling me Wedgie? Oh man, why? Yeah. Reggie, thanks for the shout out, Mr. James. Yep, thank you, brother. Gangsta love. Okay, Scanless, please. You don't type that in 10 times. You just a troll, Scanless. I thought you was better than Deuce. You a bigger troll than Luce, man. He has no. Okay. All right, we ain't gonna answer your question though. Reggie, as a cop, who did Park Village Crips feud with at the time? Well, they were mainly a Samoan gang, Park Village, but they had some in the Wilmington Arms. 700 West Laurel was their biggest hangout for the blacks in Park Village Crip. They had some issues, as I remember, with maybe Farm Dog. They didn't really, Crips in Compton didn't really go at maybe Nutty Block. It was mainly with the schools where the problems happened. And where they all went to school at Compton High School, there was no Pyrus over there. And so it's not, Compton was not a big Pyru Crip city fighting each other like people think. Crips actually fought Crips more than they fought Pyrus, if I'm keeping it real. I know I'm going to offend a lot of Crips, but that's just how it was. Pyrus back when my day didn't touch each other. They would fight each other, but they didn't shoot each other and stuff until the Death Row bullshit started. And that was like in 2000, and I wasn't a cop no longer. It's when Pyrus started shooting each other. So I guess you can blame Pyrus. I mean, Death Row for Pyrus shooting Pyrus. Yeah. Now that I think of it, I really could think that I blame that on Death Row shit. Even with the West Side, East Side stuff. A lot of niggas gonna get mad, but oh well. Reggie and Wack surviving Gene Deal kneecaps. Yeah. Yeah, Gene Deal just doing what he do, man. Gene Deal doing what he doing. Okay.
Reg,
Yes, sir.
you know, I don't ever like you to speak for me without proof. Look at your text message.
What I say? Okay.
I just sent you a screenshot. I'm gonna let you tell
Okay.
the person who that screenshot from, and that was just today.
Okay.
He may have to leave and come back. I'm not
Reg,
sure.
you got it? Oh, he froze.
Yeah, he might have frozen, or you know, when you leave this when you're on the phone, you leave this app and go into text, it sometimes freezes. But if he can't come back, he'll rejoin in a second. Yeah, he just dropped out. Okay, there you go.
Forgot I go off when I go off camera when I check on shit like that. Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
tell your guy, just so he know who that text was from.
Oh shit. I read it. Did y'all hear me read it?
Nah, we didn't hear
Did
you read it.
Oh, y'all didn't hear me
Keep
read? Oh, I
telling
went
him.
off.
Yeah, when you leave, it freezes.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Help me, Larry. He said help me. But it came from somebody. Wasn't it from Mark? Did it sound like it was Mark?
No, look at the top. Who name is that?
I gotta go away again. Hold on.
I'll do look at the top.
Man, my shit. I'll tell you, I'm fucked up with Hold on.
These dudes is funny because I sit back and I watch them. So see, when I get back involved, you ain't got no choice but to tell the truth because we all know the truth.
Yeah, it's gonna kick him out and then he'll come back.
That's crazy. But whoever this Candace LA, that's the text from Box just today. Break it down, Mark Stevens and his bullshit. These niggas get mad. Mark always been, you know, it's been weird. I told Mark I'd beat his ass and break his jaw, and he got mad at Box because Box didn't defend him. And you know, but it's been weird because even after that, Mark was a little down on his luck, and he would come to me for shit. It's crazy to watch these fake niggas do what they do. Kids calling me and all this weird shit. But Big U persuaded the nigga. They told me say some weird shit. I know these people. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry about that. Hey, John. Wack. Tell him what it say. I sent it to John. John can verify because I don't know how to tell what it
John
was
can
saying.
tell you who it's from. It say at the top.
Reggie
Box.
screenshotted it with the video of covering up the name, so all I see is
That's how he sent it to me too.
What?
Yeah. Just tell us. We'll verify what it
The
say. Just
screenshot?
tell us. Yeah.
It's covered. It should be covered on that.
I sent it to John. I
If
can't
you
send it
look
to
at
John. John
the
can see it better.
video is okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. Hold
Yeah.
on. I didn't
Send
see
it to
that.
John because
Video.
John.
Hold on. It is covering up, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me move the video.
Why you asking that, Wack? Why you doing that? Somebody want Domino. That dude want to ask you. Is it possible Big U would be connected to Pop Smoke?
Hell
Y'all asking
no.
Wack questions like he the goddamn police.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Bro, this the
that
crazy
dude.
part.
Y'all see that dude got 29 years that did that shit.
No, the Hoover card did that. Like that's
Oh,
the Hoover
okay.
card. That's his enemies.
Okay.
The Hoover card,
Gotcha.
bro. everybody arrested from Hoover. Like, see, these out of town niggas, bro, who don't know what the fuck they didn't watch the nigga go on no jumper. That's from Hoover.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all, but this nigga here, Hoover 60s. What are you talking about?
I would like to know how that dude that got 29 years that was only 1 year older than or 2 years older than the actual trigger man got 29 years, and the kid that actually did the shooting, I believe, is out walking free now, doing interviews on No Jumper.
2 of them is out.
Yeah, but the one, the adult that was 18, that was only like a couple of years older than them because they were 16 or whatever, he got 29 years a few months ago.
I mean, but you don't know, Reg. He could have a criminal record, anything.
Yeah, 29 versus 5 or 6. But
Yeah,
you're right.
Reggie still got Reg. Dude got love, nigga.
Yeah, 29 for 29. Yeah. Damn.
He ain't got no L, Reg. We got a date.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about what I'm telling you. He don't gotta go to board. He ain't gotta go to board, bro. He ain't got a L.
Yeah. Hey, Wack, I thought Stutter was from Stutter, y'all. I thought Stutter was Mark.
No, nigga. Mark is a New Jersey nigga.
That's the other dude. Okay. Oh, that's the dude that y'all beat me out. Okay, that's the one that had Ray J with you. Got you. Okay.
Yeah, Mark from Long Island.
Yeah. Okay.
Mark a disappointment. He know your disappointment because nigga, you got up there. He really very much got up there. Big U asked the gang of niggas, like, bro, this nigga Wack, we Muslims, stand with me, say this, say that. And Mark, I know right now because Mark used to call me about all kind of shit. When him and his wife got into it, when his car got repoed, helped to get another car. His kids, I looked out for his kids. We were all kind of shit.
Well, when people live in your neighborhood, you kind of treat them a little different than the streets too. Yeah.
I don't know. Mark from Long Island.
Not Mark. I keep getting him mixed up with Stutter. I don't know why I do that.
Yeah, Mark from Long Island,
Yeah.
Even when him and Box got into it, I stayed out of the shit.
Yeah.
Stayed as neutral as I could. A lot went on. But I will.
Yeah, I actually didn't have no problems with Stutterbox, to be honest. I met him a few times with Shaheed, and the only problem I ever had with him is he was fucking on one of one of his girls, Trish, and he was in jail telling everybody how she had a tattoo of Suge on her back, and he used to pull his dick out and nut all on her face and shit. And so
who said that?
That's what Stutterbox used to tell Cedric because they was in jail together. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of was never around that end of it, like niggas, the brawls and all that. That wasn't my shit. I didn't play in them circles anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't hang out with niggas. I come here, conduct my business, I'm gone. So,
Should never kicked him in there. Yeah. One of my good subscribers, he just texted me on my private thing and said, I never heard Suge say this, but I think he's trying to say that Suge said that he kicked you in the ass or something like that. I ain't never heard no shit like that.
Jay Prince in the ass.
Oh, Jay Prince. That's what. Oh yeah, I forgot he loved Jay Prince, and that guy loved Jay Prince.
He kicked Jay Prince, and you know that.
And that was in Vegas at a fight.
In Vegas, nigga. He kicked Jay Prince square off in his ass.
That was in like 2005 or 6 or 7 or something. Yeah.
You know that, nigga.
That's my boy. That's my boy D-Boy. He loved Jay Prince, so he used to work at rap a lot.
I mean, shit,
and so
don't blame me, nigga. Blame the kick.
Yeah. Suge Knight's crazy buff guy. Yeah, Suge Knight just like putting a little extra on everything. He just like to, I guess that's a lie when you exaggerate and add shit to it. So I guess I'm calling him a liar. But I'm not one to say everything you're a liar just because everything you say is a lie. But I guess you are a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at
Wack,
the 3 hour mark.
go ahead.
Just letting you. We're at the 3 hour mark.
What
Okay,
up? You ain't got
John.
no more questions? That's
And
it?
John is, he
He told me to tell you when we're at 3 hours.
Oh
Don't
yeah, I
start
know,
acting like
but
that
it
at
was the
all.
way you said it. But are we
That's
losing?
it? We ain't got no more. They ain't got no more questions? That's
Yeah,
it?
they got. Uh,
Huh? I
yeah.
need some good shit. They coming with some
Okay.
good shit.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Y'all still haven't answered the question. Which question was that?
Question is that?
Y'all still haven't answered the question about the interest of justice. Oh, yeah, we had asked
We
John to look
did
it up.
answer the question. Go to your Google. Go to
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
I
Google.
replied to him and told him it was answered earlier in the show. It was before he tuned in, obviously.
Yeah, go to your Google. Put in Texas law interest of justice definition. It'll tell you where it comes from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Niggas is crazy, bro.
Somebody put in the chat how many people's on the line for me.
817.
Okay. Uh, okay. Let me find some more good questions, and then we'll start trying to wrap it up. Let's let's see. Still like the story about the brother Guppy from the '60s. His older brother Big Fish. Tell Wack to tell the story about my brother Guppy from '60s. His older brother is Big Fish. You know what he's talking about? What?
I just know Big Fish. I don't know Cuffy. I don't know. Only Cuffy I know is, Cuffy from from St. Louis. I don't know no Big Fish, rest in peace from 6-0. I know Big Fish. Big Fish was on the bus when they when I got picked up from Central Juvenile Hall, go to prison. And when we got to the holding tank, I was young. I was like 16 something years old or something. So when we got to the holding tank, everybody roll calling. I'm the only Damo in there. Like 3-4 of them niggas say, nigga, we got us one. So I jumped up. And when I jumped up, like 2-3 of them niggas jumped up. Big Fish jumped up. He said, nigga, on rolling 60 Crip ain't finna be none of that. Youngster claim his hood, nigga. He looked like he old enough to be my son, nigga. So let's see which one of y'all gonna get out with this little swole nigga head up so we can laugh about it on the yard. Then nobody want to give me a head up, but Fish he didn't let him rush me. So, shout out Big Fish. See, one thing about me, Red, I tell the shit.
Yeah.
Real shit. And he did that. So, and it was crazy because right before Big Fish died, had it been like 2020 or something, Big U called me. He said, Wack, remember you told me the story of my homie Big Fish? He said, he right here. And he put me on the phone with him. He said, as soon as he started telling me, he said, nigga, I remember that nigga was like 16. He said he was on swole, but he was young. He said, but the nigga was ready to handle his business. He said, he ain't lie. I jumped up. Because after that, I watched Fish and Devil for 107. Who would get into it? That was a Thunderdome. Them niggas was thundering. But and then Fish
Yeah.
died from like natural causes not too long after that. But rest
Yeah.
in peace, Big Fish. Me and Fish caught the chain and went to Solidad together too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
David King, shout out. Thanks for the super chat. Much love. He said much love to you, Wack, David King, and my boy Bob Gotti. Yep, Bob Gotti, good dude.
Shout
We'll
out
get Bob
Bob Gotti.
Gotti on. We'll do a question and answer this week if we do some more of the live streams. We have to get some things worked out, and we'll let y'all know. But we're gonna try to do some more live streams this week because, like I said, so y'all be kind of heavy out 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock p.m. schedule free for us. But yeah, did Suge turn Pac on Snoop? As Suge said on his recent interview, that shit didn't go bad until that last 3 days. And I agree with that. I agree with what Suge said on that. Shit
You
didn't go
talking about
bad
what
until
Snoop
Snoop
said when Snoop
on
went
the
on the radio
radio.
station?
Yes. And so prior to that, nobody suspected or saw anything. I know y'all don't want to believe that and all of that, but I'm telling y'all, from my from me looking when I was cleaning the floors and stuff and mopping the floors, I did not see uh a
You
beef
talking about
until
mopping the floors? What the fuck are you
yeah, they
talking
said he should say I'm the janitor.
about?
Yeah, so that's a new thing. So you know me, I'll troll right along with you. I'll troll right along with you. If I was the janitor, okay. Yeah. He didn't answer my super OG. Okay, I'll try to reach
What?
back and find it,
What
OG.
is it? What was it?
Yeah, OG. OG. Retype it, OG, and I'll answer it right quick. I hate missing you guys super chats.
Oh, I got it, Reggie. I'll put it on the screen. I can see it right here. It says, ask Wack why you said Tupac was a sucker for making Hit 'Em Up, but he wanted Rockstar to go blast up Marathon Burger after he got kicked out, and there were kids there. There were kids out there.
What the hell one got to do with the other? See, dudes like that, I think this nigga he's drooling with a bunch of gaps in his mouth with buck teeth. What the hell does Hit 'Em Up got to do with Rockstar and Marathon Burger?
Well,
First of all,
his point about the
I don't
kids.
think Hit 'Em Up gets more points than No Vaseline because he had help. He had features on there. Second of all,
He didn't need outlaws, but
I
go
don't
ahead.
give a
Go ahead.
fuck what he didn't need. They was on
He
there.
didn't need outlaws.
Okay, who on No Vaseline?
Nobody.
Okay, boom.
Uh,
Second of all, I didn't like the my fofo make sure your kids don't grow.
he was talking about because I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to
No,
kill you,
that means we make
and,
sure you don't
and
have no kids. He said my
yeah,
fofo make if a nigga told me
because you're going to
whack,
be killed.
if a nigga told me and I got little kids, whack my fofo gonna make sure your kids don't grow. That's the threat at my kids. They're
Oh,
here.
okay.
Let's go word for
Well,
word.
you were talking
Now,
about
if
your
you
future
saying he
kids.
worded it wrong, are you saying he worded it wrong? The great lyricist?
He he was.
His,
I think if you talk to anybody,
I don't
and
give a fuck about anybody. Let's say what he said. He said, my fofo will make sure all your kids don't grow. He didn't say my fofo gonna make sure you don't have no kids growing.
okay, we answered the question. Hey, Wack, let
Well,
me ask you this: why did Big U say that you uh that they were asking about you, and how would he know that? Would he have a ring inside his house or something if he wasn't
I'm
there?
glad somebody got a brain. First, he said 600 was with the feds when they raided. The video is up.
Yeah,
See,
we know
this
he was
is the
trolling
nigga
with his little
drowning,
security
right?
bag. Yeah,
This is the nigga drowning, and he like, I'm gonna take somebody. First of all, bro, the video when 600 took the video, everybody going. It's obvious he pulling up at 7 something in the morning. Second of all, if you wasn't home, you or your family, how you know what they was asking about? There wasn't nobody to ask nothing.
correct. That's what I. Now he could have had a ring, but they wouldn't have been at what they talking to the wall. Hey, where's Wack? Eugene, were they talking to him on a ring or something? Because it looked like his whole family was in the car with him and
The
shit. They
whole
were,
family, wife, kids,
yeah,
everybody. And watch this. The paperwork is out.
yeah. I'm
The
good, baby.
paperwork is out.
Yeah,
Wack ain't got nothing to do with sex trafficking, extortion,
yeah,
the murder,
yeah,
none of that shit. Nowhere. Ain't no meet
yeah,
up with Wack. Ain't no call Wack. Ain't no see if Wack can get it done. Nowhere.
yeah. Say Reggie know Rafael Perez and David Mack. I must be a bad motherfucker because Rafael Perez had to go do 7 years. Uh, if he would have said something about knowing me and having something to do with the Biggie Small murder, they would have gave him zero time. They probably would have bring enough stakes to his cell while he was in there testifying against him. The reason why he never has mentioned my name because I didn't know that man, but I know y'all think all cops know each other. But I did not know Rafael Perez or David Mack. And now, you know what? If y'all know anything about Reggie, If I did, I would have them on this show doing a question and answer if I knew no motherfucker. Y'all don't know I'm about
David
content.
Mack is see, that's before my time, so I don't even know nothing about that shit.
Yeah, that's David Mack is the guy that went to jail for bank robbery or some shit.
Oh.
Big boy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Ask Wack what he's go to knock out a move. What? Okay, ask Wack what his go-to knockout move. Okay, I guess your punch. See, he knocked out. Oh, okay. So you like how he
Overhand
fight?
right.
Okay, yeah, he likes that.
Overhand right.
Yeah. Okay, so you got that big boy. He like to come over here and right. Let's talk about this situation. I like to. Oh, what up, Sunshine? Where you been, girl? Uh, she's not a fan of Wack. Okay. Respect though, you still our girl. We always appreciate you with your super chats, Sunshine.
With
Appreciate
Sunshine,
you,
that's
girl.
that hole I kicked off my hundred side.
Oh Lord, oh no,
It's one
Wax
bro I
Sunshine is
kicked
good.
off the hundred
Oh
side.
no, leave
If it's
Sunshine
her, I
alone.
don't know.
Sunshine looked like Sunshine she looked like Sunshine in
If
Harlem
is
Nights.
she the one I booted off the hundred side?
Oh Lord, they don't
Bitch,
like you
I
talking
made
about.
you. How
You know
about
where
that?
you at. You know you on ball first. We over here talking about Big U, not Tupac. So I ain't gonna answer. I don't care if y'all send me a Tupac, a super chat. I am not answering no more Tupac questions, y'all. So don't even send me a super chat. We know what Wack position is about Tupac.
What, bro? Like,
Uh,
bro, like, why niggas is sensitive? I tell you, he's a great rapper. No, I don't think Hit 'Em Up is better than No Vaseline.
that's
And
debatable. That's a fair debate. That
and
part. That's
I
a
don't
fair
see him
debate.
as a gangster. I see him as more of a revolutionary. What the fuck
Yeah,
is the problem, bro? Like, what niggas like? What you want me to say? You want
I
me to say
did
how
pick
you
up
sing?
for
I don't
Sunshine.
sing how you
I
sing.
love
Some of you
Sunshine.
niggas got women I would say is ugly as fuck, but she beautiful to you, my nigga. Like, I don't see everything the way you see it.
That's
I
fair.
see it.
That's fair.
Shit. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
yo, I
fair.
didn't say his music was whack. Nah, nigga had great music. He one of the
Okay,
top
$5
music
super chat.
rappers.
Okay, say Reggie and Wack. You think Suge was terrified? Okay, oh hell no. After he just
Terrified of who?
dismissed from the role. No, he wasn't terrified of Keita Rock. Keita Rock, no, they wasn't. They didn't have an issue like that. Wack had to intervene a time when Keita Rock left and was over there with me. So Wacker knows about that, but I don't think Suge was terrified of anybody. I don't think Keita Rock and Suge relationship was like that. At the end, I forget why. Suge just had to make a decision between the power rules
Shook, no, he
and the
didn't.
Crips.
Shook,
Yeah.
Shook, when Shook kind of parted ways with Keita Rock,
Right when he came home, because the power rules were
when that
jealous.
boy, whose wife he was playing with, they went over there and shot up all the windows. You was still around.
No, I was gone. He was over
So
there. He was at American Music with me
they
then.
shot the windows up. Shook kept saying Keita Rock did it.
Yeah,
And
that's
Keita
true.
Rock
I was
didn't
there.
do it.
Keita Rock came laughing at me the night when we was at American Music where we did the relatives, where I put an album out on Keita Rock at. Me and Keita Rock was
And he
fucking with each
didn't
other.
do it. And he got mad that Suge kept telling people that.
Between me and you, he did it, but it was late at night. He got mad. He knew what he was doing. He just did it because he was mad. Driving home one night, 2 or 3 in the morning, just did it like fuck you. It was like a fuck you thing. Not trying to hurt nobody. That's all. First of all, I've never been on the side of you. Okay, Sunshine, girl, say your $20. You know we love you over here at Bomb
If
First.
you's a funky bitch that used to be on
Oh,
my floor, see now you done started something. So now when I catch you on Clubhouse, we're gonna pack your ass up. Second of all, we've been giving you a pass, Sunshine, because you're an older lady. So I don't know why you come on here fucking with me. But we didn't already got a war chest on you. I'm pretty sure your husband wouldn't appreciate being bothered behind this dumb shit. Like I thought you was a little more mature to that. But if you want to play with me, all you got to do is say one
All right,
thing
Wack,
right
let's
now,
give
and we
Sunshine.
gonna
Let's give
play with
Sunshine a
you
pass.
all the way to your
I'm asking you
household.
to give Sunshine a pass.
Nah,
I'm
we on some
asking.
real shit. Cause bitch, I will fuck your whole life up.
Come
I
on.
had your husband over there on some other shit. So you may want to chill out, because every time I'm on stage, you don't got nothing to say. But now we can start violating you and making you content.
We appreciate you,
So
Sunshine.
what she say? All you gotta do is say something, and it's on.
She ain't said that. She said, Wack, you are a great host. Wack,
Hear
thank you for
that,
coming on
bitch.
Bomb First. Answer any questions, is what she said. Wack, what's the situation between Roddy Rich and the other dude from Park Village? Man, we talked about that. We had some
Roddy
content on
Ricch
that
don't fuck
before.
with dude. That's like 3-4 years ago. You don't fuck with
Yeah,
dude.
we had some content about that. You remember? Matter of
Yeah,
fact, I had the cop that. Yeah,
you got
okay,
the
we know
whole
about that.
clip.
Yeah. Reggie and Wack, you think Suge? Okay, we answered that question. No, I don't. To answer your question, no. Sunshine, I appreciate you, girl. Thank you. Reggie Napoleon
No, it's up
Outlaws
to
on
her. We
here.
gonna fuck
Okay.
over her. You it.
Reggie Napoleon Outlaws is on here. Respect Napoleon. Uh, respect Moo. No, I don't think he's on here lately though, because they in that Ramadan, and he usually don't do
Ramadan
social
over
media.
with.
Oh, it's over with. Okay. I thought it was right up until Easter. Okay.
No, it's over with.
Cause Tupac fired you, Reg. Tupac ain't never wrote me a check before in my life. A person can only fire you if they paying you. Uh, Sunshine, you out in Newport Beach? Okay, you can come hang out with me in July. I'm doing something big for my wife in July. Matter of fact, Wack, why don't you plan on 4th of July weekend to come and hang out with us? I got a nice room. I'm rented a beach house in Newport. Come hang out. You and your girl, come hang out with us. But thank you, Sunshine, for another super chat. Appreciate you, girl. Damn, I missed somebody's super chat I was reading.
Let me see. Were they far up, Reggie?
It was a $4.99 when I was reading them, but damn, I don't
Roddy
forgot
Ricch
it.
one, you read that one.
Yeah, I think I read the Roddy Rich one. Okay.
I'm trying to look too. Yeah.
Okay.
Was it maybe? No.
Oh, $1.99. Okay, what up, 44 DJ Matt? Appreciate it, man. Thanks for your support. I think it was Jack Wag. Okay, here it is. Okay, I already answered it. Yeah, Jason. So, Jason, we did a segment about it, about the Roddy Rich thing. It had something to do with a Peru dude too, from Compton,
No, it
from the
didn't.
mob, actually. I have to find it.
Yael, he clowned Yael from Park Village
Okay.
before they kick Yael out their neighborhood.
Okay, that's what. Okay, all right. Let's see what else. Ask him. Did he tell Luce Cannon before he got on the phone with Dale that Dale just told him he was working? Did he warn Luce Cannon before he got
What are
on
you
the phone
talking
with
about?
Dale?
Like, yo, are y'all
We already
slow?
asked that question. We already talked about
Dummy.
that.
The nigga
Go ahead.
called my phone with him on the phone, idiot.
Okay.
Niggas is slow in the head, bro.
Oh,
Luce
okay. So you
called
said
my
Luce
phone,
called.
them on the phone.
Got
They
you.
was already on the phone.
Yeah.
Dale, Luce already knew whatever they knew. Nigga, I'm new to this shit. I'm just hearing it for the first time. What's wrong with these dudes, man? These niggas just be like mixing shit up.
Yeah. Okay. Don't. Okay. Who's the most gangster rapper ever? That's a good question. Who would you call the most gangster rapper? What?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Okay.
And when I say that, because gangster rap come from the West Coast, and when they
Okay.
use the terminology gangster,
Oh, that's a good
the
point. Okay, I
follow
wouldn't even caught
behind
that.
gangster
Yeah.
was businessmen, people who
Okay.
got money within business. And Ice Cube business A to Z is very strong. So
And he wrote most of the NWA, which okay, that's a good point.
I'm just saying. So he
Yeah.
already West. His
Will we consider
movies, his
Ice T from?
music,
Will we
his
consider Ice T from the West Coast, or do we give
Ice
him
T
only
from
New
New
Jersey?
Jersey.
He New Jersey. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Plus, he
ain't no
was more on the
difference.
pimp side. Yeah.
It ain't no
Okay,
difference.
499. Reggie as the janitor. how many platinum, gold plats do you have? Well, uh, I claim uh, all the Tupac stuff because uh, number one, I did four of his postponial. What's that word, John? Uh, okay,
Yeah,
albums after
yeah, posthumous. Yeah, one's
posthumous
every.
albums.
Yep.
So I was responsible for making sure the four of them got out. And then All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli. Um, of course, as the security and all of that to make sure the studio. I was kind of in charge of the studio, but I won't say nothing about that. It was mainly because I remixed them. I had them all remixed and digitalized and all of that, and distributed by another company. Two actually companies after I got owners of the masters from Interscope. I had them distributed by a company called DNA up in Sacramento, and then they went bankrupt. And then I got them over to Koch Entertainment, and people don't know, but I received a paycheck from Koch from 2002 until about
Like 10,000 a
2018.
month.
Yeah, until about 2018. So um, that's why I claim that as the janitor.
I got about 7 or 8.
Yeah,
I got about
yeah,
7 or 8 between Game, Ray J, and Blueface. I got about at least 7, 8. Probably got some more. I just gotta think about it.
yeah, yeah. And also did Snoop's album Man the Chronic over at E1, and so and Murder Was the Case. So yeah,
I
even though I
got
don't put them up, yeah. Game made you whack. I think y'all don't understand. It's a lot that goes on the business side, just as much as on getting in the studio doing stuff. You know, so I think it's a two-way street, y'all.
Reg,
Yeah. Hey.
they have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell y'all, I just try to explain to y'all how I had. If y'all go listen to, y'all be like, damn, that album was good. Y'all, the Relatives album. I had no company behind me, and I wasn't aggressive enough like Wack to get out into the streets to meet people like K Slay and all of them to help get to move those albums. People like that is what moved those albums. We're whacking them, getting on those streets and getting in Clay Slade and getting in a radio station and those rotations and their DJ pools and all of that. That's what made the records break for him. Y'all think that Blueface song would have broke like that if they didn't have somebody like Wack behind
Bro,
it?
look, bro, let's be
Yeah.
real. Tatiana was out 7 months before I touched it.
See, my point exactly.
It was out 7 months. I took a song that was already out and flipped it and remixed it 3, 4 different ways. I remixed it with YG, did Cardi B, then put YG and Cardi B in the original version. Then I
Yeah.
grabbed Cole Bennett, Lyrical Lemonade, who's hot as a firecracker, through my man Stat Quo and flipped that. So, end of the day, like, that song was already out for 7 months before I even knew who the kid was. I took a song and brought it back to life.
Yeah. Reggie, did you meet Pooh from Acacia Block Compton Crips? Yeah, I knew that fool. I knew that fool. I knew it. He's actually relatives of mine. My grandfather is Baskervilles, and his people are Henderson, and they are cousins. Yeah. You said Blueface is trash. Blueface at one time, Maxie, had three of the hottest songs out, and
You
probably
can say
like,
what you want. Blueface got
yeah,
4, 5 platinum golds, nigga.
yeah.
Say
And
what you
what year was
want,
that?
buddy.
2000. Yeah, Blueface had three. I went to a high school kid party, my, and that's all they played at the party. I was like, damn, yeah. He had his run for about shit. This about a year or two ago, he had a song he was on with somebody that was hot,
Yep.
and yeah, about a year ago.
Hey, bro.
So yeah,
They can say what they want. Numbers don't lie.
exactly. Wack, what is your biggest test when you became a manager, and how did you pass it? Okay, that's a decent question. Thanks, Sean.
Um, Getting Game a deal because Jimmy Iovine, they kind of put up a wall where UMG
Yeah,
and
blackballed him. Yeah.
and then getting his touring back going overseas.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I wanted to deliver more than what he was doing on the majors. I paid Game more on the indie side than he was getting paid on the major side.
Okay.
He was worth that. So, and then being able to keep up with him, his studio time, the samples he read, they don't know what we know. The
Yeah.
samples.
The samples and getting those cleared
Yeah.
and getting people to cleared and getting their phase and trying to work out a deal to. And this, like I said, the main thing is getting that stuff played. Y'all know people that got great songs. Y'all listen to people all day. Be like, damn, that song is good. That song is good. But if you ain't got no machine or nobody pushing it,
It ain't going
what
nowhere.
good is it? What good is it? Wack, tell us, thank you, Aqua Free 193. Say, Wack, tell us why Paquema is both Paru and Bloods. Okay, that's a fair
Okay.
question.
Okay. So my neighborhood was originally Pierce Park Boys, right? What's unique about my neighborhood is that unlike all these other cities, San Diego, other spots, niggas from other neighborhoods went to those cities and started those neighborhoods. So my neighborhood was started by my homeboys, right? And because we was originally Pierce Park Boys, it was PPB, my homie B Capone goes to jail in juvenile hall, Silmar. And he getting into it with a bunch of the Crips up in there, right? And he say Paul Rue showed him love. I know B Crazy was doing time. He sent a word that Paul Rue showed him love. So when they came together, right, we talking like 83, 84, that's what they came up with, Paquema Paul Rue Bloods. We the only Paul Rues that got to be after the P. So that's something they did. I didn't come to B till 89. I'm like third generation of my neighborhood. Second, third generation. One, two, three. About third generation. So that's what that come from. Anybody know that Paul Rules and Bloods, we a branch off each other anyway. Paul Rue
Yeah,
is just something
yeah,
that started in Compton. Compton
correct,
is Mecca of Paul Rue, the motherland, because that's Paul Rue Street. Right?
correct.
But when it comes to the flag thing, right? Paul Rue ain't nothing but another branch off a blood tree anyway, vice versa. So that's
Yeah,
where that come from. So, I had no control of that, but that's what it is. And shit, that's what it was made to be, and that's where we stood. And we never allowed nobody to change it, and we stood in the gap for it. So that's what it is. What
okay.
I do take pride in is can't no body from another neighborhood say they came and started our neighborhood. A lot of these other neighborhoods got started by existing neighborhoods. Paru is what it is, but that's just something the homies chose to be. And through their struggles, county jail, penitentiary, juvenile halls, TS, they went to their battles to be able to earn that and stand on that. And they were solidified, and that's what it is today. That shit, what is this, 25, 35? It's about 41 years that it's been around. About 41 years. So we probably, I want to say, Reg Paru started in Compton, what, 70s?
72, 70, yeah. 70,
70s.
72, yeah.
It wasn't nothing but what? East side, west side. It wasn't all
West
together
side is
like that.
Paru Street. This is west side.
Yeah.
Yeah, west side Paru. Yeah.
So it was around about a good decade before my neighborhood fell into the
Before it hit
fold.
to Paquema. Okay.
Yeah.
So, on Quazo 36, I'm not trying to ignore you, but we don't answer this question. You just gonna have to do a little research yourself. And they told you John told you what to type
Bro,
in, and
look,
Wack done told you about 3 times
go
what
to
to type
Google
in.
right now.
Yeah,
Put Texas law definition for interest of justice dismissal. That's
yeah,
it, bro. Like you ain't gotta.
yeah. So you say art is the history, guys? Yeah, okay. Uh, Wack 100. What is the game booking fee for a concert? Okay. You have to DM him on that, and then he'll talk to you if he know you're serious. When he know you're serious, I'm sure they got different things for different times, different people, different locations. Whether they on tour or not, or they just have to roll out. It's so hard to say. That's such a vague question. But yeah. It's just dismissal. I don't like Joe Biden. Okay. Yeah. Y'all ignore the hell out of me. 120 sapped raps. I don't see your question, bro. All right, thank you. But that's how you get our question. You see how Javane Bain's about to get answered right quick? Thank you for that super chat. Was Trey Buntry Lip jealous of Keita Rock? It wasn't the salary. Suge had bought him a car. They didn't want to be. They didn't want to be around like every day. Bob Gotti and and Keita Rock. They was at the office every day, and they were like a staff. They had their own little office, their own little spot at the office, and they just wanted to come through when it was check time. If I'm keeping it real, Trey wasn't getting fucked with at the time because I wasn't fucking with him, and Lip was there for a minute. But he didn't last that long. And then that's because we caught him stealing. Him and Cedric was stealing CDs, taking them up to the Compton swap meet, selling them. Buntry was always going to be Suge homeboy, no matter what. And he pretty much just wanted to pay. Suge just pretty much let Buntry just stay at home and just come when he needed it was the whole deal. Because Buntry, y'all got to remember, Buntry had just went through a case where they were trying to give him 7 years for a gun case. And, Buntry had just was laying low. He was just tired of the death row shit. Okay, you say, Reggie, I gave you a super chat. John, look and see. Somebody named 120 Sat Traps said he gave us a super chat, and we ignored this question.
All right, I'll try.
But send me your question. If I'll watch out for your name. You don't have to resend us a super chat. I'll answer your question. Okay, Sean, thanks again. Question for Reggie and Wack. In your opinion, who is the most underrated West Coast rapper or MC that the mainstream? Oh, that's a good one. That the mainstream world would have never heard. Did you hear what he said, Sean?
Crooked Eye.
He said Crooked Eye.
Crooked Eye should have went, Reg.
Yeah, I agree. He got caught up in I'm coming home.
Yeah.
He got caught up in I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
And
that's what he got caught up.
I gotta give it to the realest. Even though he's from Dallas, he was out here with us.
Yeah.
Was hard too.
You have always liked the realest. Yeah, you have always liked the realest.
Yeah, well, that nigga said, I'm riding dirty and on the I-30 in my 430 Lexus. On my way through Texas. Yeah, dog, yeah. Realest was hard. But he should had him doing the acting like Pac shit.
So yeah, he did. We had to learn, and that's when I took him to True Dat, and I tried to change him up, and I did a song called Every Now and Then, try to get him back to his country roots every now and then. Y'all get a chance to look it up. That's a song that I did to try to get him back with his Texas flow.
Suge had a fake Snoop Dogg too. What was that nigga name?
Top Dog, YGD, Young Derek. He was cool. He was from what's that gang over there? Damn, little dudes over there at that park off of El Segundo, Virginia Village. He was cool, young dude. Derek, young Derek. Yeah, Top Dog. He had a hit that going back to Cali. Then we did that song with that video with Faison. I can't think of the name.
Cinderfella.
Yes, Cinderfella.
Yeah.
That killed off Snoop's Cinderfella song. That killed him. Mr. Jones and Reggie, do y'all have any history with Brother Lynch Hung? I didn't know him, but didn't he go to jail like in the early the mid 90s? Lynch Hung? Is he talking about the dude from Lynch Mob or whatever? I don't know who Lynch Hung is, to be honest.
I think
unless you're talking about the dude from Lynch Mob.
I could be wrong, but I think he's a Houston guy or something.
Oh, okay.
He's not from Lynch Mob.
Wack usually know the undergrounds. You never heard of a Lynch
No, I
on?
don't know who that is.
Yeah, me
I
either.
know the name, but I don't know nothing about it.
Okay. Mac Elroy, you a bitch. Okay. Quit Diggs and Marv Scary. Oh, so you paid $2 to say that. All right. Okay. I'm gonna learn to read shit before I start reading it, but yeah. Thug Angel, are you from the Bay? All right. I don't know. You talking to somebody else? No, that was X-Ray. Okay, that was X-Ray. Okay. Thanks, Rick James. Shout out Rick James. Lynch. Okay, Lynch is from Sacramento. Okay. I had a dude from Sacramento that I was high on. He just got out of jail. Damn, he's fucking with dogs. He done opened up a pilot for dogs. What was his name, John? The dude from Sacramento that I had signed that I liked.
It wasn't Matt Sean, right?
No, not Mac Sean. He was from the Bay.
GP guy.
G something.
GP.
GP, a pimp. GP. I was sure listening to those niggas in the prison up in Sacramento that love GP. But GP was another one. All right, y'all. Well, I done took up. I know Wack wife is probably looking at him crazy.
Yeah, we 3.5 hours. We got to go over here.
Yeah. Well, you know, whenever your clubhouse come and do it, y'all check me and Wax out. We for the next few days is over there on Vlad. For the next 3 or 4 days, me and Wack gonna be doing some segments. We got a segment over there that's doing real good. Well, Wack busted in on me. Y'all done taught me never to wear white again because I look big as a house in white. And so y'all never wear white clothes again in life. Yeah, but I am getting. But man, Wack, I appreciate you coming over here.
Nah,
and
it's all love, man. Shout out to the Bomb First community.
Yeah. So the main reason for this chat, y'all, was just really to try to answer y'all questions. Niggas get tired. Niggas really don't give a fuck. We really don't because we comfortable in our skin. But just to try to give y'all a chance to answer y'all questions about all the bullshit conspiracies. And we just trying to be transparent. Y'all know Wack does this daily on Clubhouse. But I was just like, hey, man.
Holler at us.
Yeah. Y'all come on. There's 100 side of the Clubhouse. For those of y'all go over there, they do this all day. Wack do this all day over there.
R&B, R_ANN_B _ the 100 show. Follow the exposures. Christopher Love, Joy Lavish, 215, my man Ghost One, Prince. And man, listen, free the guys. If it's one of your guys, my guys, whoever it may be, in the meantime, in between time, you can picture me rolling. I'm out.
Picture me rolling. Peace. Hey, I don't know if Wack knows Sally B from New Jersey, from New Jersey Mob, but I definitely know Sally B. That's my nigga. That's my boy Bob Gotti nigga, and his little brother Lil Sally B. We real cool with them. But Sally B is a good dude. He had a song called 15 bucks in the bank, 5 on the drink, 5 in the tank, 15 bucks, and I forget what, and the 5 on the drink, 5 on the tank, and 5 on the yank. Sally B. Y'all take a listen to that. But he, the one, was out there from New Jersey, so you must be from New Jersey. He went out there and he was instrumental in helping the New Jersey mob get set up. But his little brother, Sally B, and my boy Bob Gotti are Danny like little brothers and big brother. So shout out to both of them. All right, y'all. So what else? Mogul Giant, appreciate you. What's up with my dig? My name is Shug. I'm your gangster godfather. It's all to the good. I don't know what you meant by that, Mo the Giant, but I appreciate you. Mm-hmm. All of you people that send the super chats, man, we really appreciate it. This would probably motivate John to keep doing these streams all week because y'all showed out with the super chats. We appreciate it. My boy Fly, Chef, and any truth that was a Lakewood hustler that was with Baby Lane at the mall. I don't know that. Keefy D did a story on Art Channel where he told the guy he was supposed to be some football player or something that was with him, but it was actually about 7 or 8 of them. It was a bunch of them. They kind of outnumbered the 3 Power Rules that were there, which was Mo, K Dub, and Trayvon. But Keefy D talked about it, and he mainly blamed it on a guy that was playing college football or something that they had got into it with. So you check that on Art's channel if you really want to know about that. But to my knowledge, it's just a Southside fly shell. Appreciate you with those few super chats. Sunshine, I apologize for you getting disrespected over here, but I appreciate all you do for us over here.
Yeah.
You keep us, helping us, me being able to get up the energy and the Big John to do these long live streams. But we're gonna do something this week. Promise y'all they won't be this long, but it was hard for me just to cut it off when Wack. Well, number one, y'all was still giving super chats, but number two, Wack was willing and able to just to hang in there with us. This full live stream will be up. It won't be up immediately because John may have to go through there and edit out some of my cuss words and stuff like that. But it will be posted back up. If not in the morning, sometime tonight, depending on how quick John get to work on it. But I know he probably got to walk his dog and do a whole bunch of stuff. And so I can't make him start working on this immediately. Reggie, do you know Sean Moses Campbell? He played football with Suge. No, I don't. No, I don't. He didn't play high school with him because I would have known him. Hope I didn't offend anyone, but if I did, I apologize in advance. Hope y'all come back. And because all I'm here is trying to put out information and tell my truth. And I'm not trying to really offend no one unless you're attacking me. Aisha, his wife left him and is angry. Yeah, well, I can't get into that. But I do apologize to Sunshine because she has always been good to us over here at Bomb First. Get Mob James. Okay, we'll do something with Mob James. I think I'll try to get somebody. I want to introduce y'all to this dude, Compton Rick Rock. I know a lot of y'all knowing him. We're gonna get some special guests for y'all this week over here, and we're gonna try doing the live streams for a couple hours this week. So be looking out for them after 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, at least 3 to 4 days this week.
Yeah.
All right. So appreciate you guys. Really do. I really do. I know I talk a lot of shit. I know I offend a lot of y'all, but I really do appreciate y'all coming over here, even the haters.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.